She's over.
Let me guess, 1.
All right.
Close.
Good. Go.
A natural 0.
All right. Welcome back, everybody. It's that time of week once again for D&D. Hopefully everyone had a good week. We are on episode 8. Now taking our first steps into chapter 4, which is titled The Elder Gnomes. Housekeeping, just as usual. For those of you watching on Twitch, Tofu and Sharker are currently immersed into the game, won't be able to respond by speaking to you. They will be in the chat, which they are right now, speaking to you guys. But for the most part, they are involved in the game and will be fully immersed into our session. Speaking of our session, let's recap what happened last week. We have Zeph, who's going to recap what happened in character. So Zeph, whenever you're ready, take it away. What happened last week in regards to our game? I'm going to pause the music.
Hi, it's me again. What?
Yes, that was.
Why am I talking to this glowy thing? What does it do? Anyway, me not know why, but last week, when we went to bed last time, we wake up, and all of a sudden, we no longer at the Gnomish Outpost. We're with some Prince of Tickles. I think he goes, Pain, Tickles. I don't know. Me not know anything difference between Pain and Tickles anymore. Call him some Prince of Pain. He says he gonna test us, make sure that we can be keepers of crystal or some wild goose chase thing. Then all of a sudden, we wake up. We no longer in the gnomish thing again. No, instead we outside of it, and he hovering above it, doing his little wiggle finger thing. And all of a sudden, this big old meteor, biggest I've seen in a long time, come crushing down, smash whole outpost. All gnomes die. I miss Wedge. Wedge friend died. Then all of a sudden, Prince of Pain spouts some other nonsense, and big rock golem thingy just appear. And he does this fancy little "I'm gonna get out of here" trick. And now we've got to fight this big rock thing. Well, as we're fighting the boulder, some other gnomes come out of the woodwork, literally, and want to take us into handcuffs. Thankfully, one of the pointy ears, me like him. Thurin do a little talkie-talkie off to the side. We no get in handcuffs, and Kahir can keep his weapons. But they say they're going to take us to Elder Gnomes, which is where we want to go anyway. So, long story short, we do all this walking all day long. Still sad that Wedge died, but we do all this walking. We finally get to Gnome City, and it's huge. Then we have to split the party. Elves go talk to some fancy high doers, and us, we normals, we have to go talk to one of our own. Apparently, he come through a portal. Kahir have trick or two up sleeve. Interrogate real good. Got what we could out of him. Some blah blah. The people, I don't know. Some war. They wanted the upper hand, try to enslave the gnomes. We took care of him real quick. Me and Shiny Night Guy. Then, now, all of a sudden, we can't find the little kid. He run off somewhere in the damn prison. Like, where'd he go? Where can he go? Did he get himself thrown and locked up already? Come to find out, no, he's talking to some pretty girl who's not a pretty girl. Tries to do something. I don't know. We walk in and he's lying on the floor all asleep. So Kahir have to tie his hands together and tie him to him. He not going nowhere now. Little kid think he can run off when Kahir torturing people. I mean interrogating people. Now I think we're meeting back up with the other elves. I'm going to go talk to the gnomes. Let's find out what happened.
And with that, we are starting our session. Awesome.
I mean, that was a good enough session in itself. I think we're good for tonight.
That was sick. Good stuff. Awesome. Thank you, Zeph. Yes, so last week, Zeph pretty much summed up exactly what happened with the party. You guys woke up outside of the outpost, destruction, chaos. Prince of Pain revealed himself to you guys both in a dream and in the world. destroyed the outpost, killed a bunch of gnomes, set this big golem against you guys. You pretty easily dispatched it, along with the help of some more gnomes that did come to find out what was happening to the gnomish west outpost. The captain did take you guys, wanted to put you into custody to find out what was going on. Instead, was talked down, thankfully, Thorin, and he brought you guys to the city. Didn't like put you guys in handcuffs and throw you in prison like what was the intentions. But some revelations have surfaced. Thorin and Traherne went to the governor's quarters, or the governor offices. Found out that both of their sisters are here in the Elder Gnome City, the old tree. Spoke to them for some time as well. Got some more information as to what's happening in the world. Traherne found out that his sister is fighting to free him from the banishment of his land in regards to some false allegations against him. Also found out that both of their sisters know each other and are great friends, which is kind of ironic, being that both Radix as Thorin and Sharka as Traherne are now in this adventure together, and that both of their sisters are together. Kind of ironic. Long story short, Thorin gave a full recap to the sisters about what has happened. Also was revealed that Thorin is actually Prince of Nocturne, along with his sister here, who is a princess, which the rest of the party doesn't know this information, but Traherne does now. So we will return to the party. I do need someone to roll me a D2. We did Thorin last week, so let's have Wraith as balance. Roll me 1d2 / roll space 1d2 to see who will be joining back with first. And it looks like we're going to be returning back to the party and the prison.
Everyone always goes back to prison.
Let's head back.
You go there once.
Ooh, whoa.
We are back in the prison. Again, very damp and dark. Little gnomish guards all over, looking very cute in their armor and their spears. Last we left off, Orpheus had passed out due to something happening in regards to with Mercle, the tiefling woman, now back to her elvish form. The doors were swung open. Orpheus was laying on the ground unconscious, but stable. He's fine. Did lose some HP due to some mind attack that was casted upon him. Orpheus did also try and taste the blood of Mercle, which he did successfully. Some bad things could have happened to him, but he was successful in some of his saving throws against the magics of a blood necromancer, drinking the blood of a necromancer. The gnome guards rushed in, pulled Mercle and Orpheus. Orpheus was given to Kahir. Kahir bound up his hands and set a rope almost like a leash in case Orpheus does wake up and become crazed or anything nutso happens to him. Valence is also there along with Captain Tobold. As the gnome guards are dragging Mercle away to put her back into her cell after draining the rest of her blood out, the gnome guards explain that if they don't drain out the blood of Mercle, she will gain some of her powers back and be able to cast magics within these cells, assuming that her blood or any type of blood is the arcane focus for her magics. So as they're dragging Mercle away, again, Captain Tobold speaks up to Kahir and Valence and warns you guys, hey, once he wakes up, keep watch over him. We're not too sure what can happen. We've had some guards pass out due to witnessing some of the magics of Mercle. However, just keep an eye on him, and if anything happens, to alert him, bring him right to the gnome elders for guidance. As they throw Mercle back into her cell, you guys can move about, ask questions.
Well, you don't have to worry about him going all crazy. Kahir keep a pretty close eye on Orpheus here.
Okay, this is great.
He's not going nowhere.
What did he do? Can you explain what happened here?
The gnome guards both come back. Well, see, he got really scary looking. His eyes turned red, and he really wanted to get into the cell. We told him we weren't supposed to let him in. It was locked, but he was scary looking. He and Captain Tobold looks at both of the gnome guards. You fools! He could have killed himself. Did you not tell him how dangerous Mercle is? We did. We did. Captain Tobold turns to you, Valance, and explains. Mercle is a blood necromancer. She is a tiefling woman from the west. She's
Well.
committed multiple crimes throughout all of Niflheim. With the most recent being blood magic using our gnomish men to perform rituals. She is not to be trusted.
Well, I'm not entirely certain what a necromancer even does, but it
He nods to you.
sounds
Necromancy
like
is a school of magic.
Okay. And this is a particularly evil form of magic?
Necromancy, although having to do with raising dead, things with undead abilities, not always evil, but blood necromancy is strictly taboo.
Yeah, I suspected the use of blood in any form of magical device or some such similar would be something that would be frowned upon. But the summoning of the dead? Is that even possible?
Oh yes, it is quite possible. Have you not witnessed an undead?
I believe we have. We weren't certain that he truly was undead.
Roll me a history check.
Boop, 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 boop,
Okay, here you can as well if you want to try to remember what happened in the cave.
Sorry, I didn't have my character sheet open. Boop.
Oh yeah, you both will remember Timothy Granger and his form of being undead. When he speaks about undead magics being able to bring something back to life, you very strictly remember back to that cave where you fought that undead. It smelled really bad. Here you poked it with your stick. It was just rotting flesh. Even though like you cut off an arm or a leg, it just kept moving. Again, this rings out to you as he's speaking about undead magic, bringing things back to life, weird things happening. And again, he says it's not necessarily evil, but blood magic is very evil. The use of blood to perform rituals is what is restricted here in Niflheim. We've had written recounts about blood magic and the evil things that has happened throughout the land.
I'd like to do like a look over Orpheus, see if I notice any differences or anything about him since he did his special act.
Yeah, sure. Roll me investigation check on Orpheus. You don't see anything wrong with him. He is breathing. His breathing is actually a little bit rapid, but he seems stable. You look over his face. Behind his eyelids, you can see his eyes moving very quickly, as if he's deep in a dream or a thought or something's going on as he's sleeping. But seems okay. You check his pulse, he seems fine. His heart rate's not elevated. Seems to possibly just be out of it for a few minutes. If you roll me a medicine check, I can tell you how much time. Or you can check to see how much time. Maybe 15 minutes and he'll probably wake up.
Okay, I was wanting to open his eyes, see if there's anything weird about that too.
Yeah, they're just shifting around.
Just shifting around.
They're not red or anything like that. They're just
Okay.
looking around, as if again he's deep in a dream or some type of state that he's not currently able to wake out of.
Okay.
He's high AF.
Yup.
Valence and Kahir. I'm going to pause you both there, as we're going to join Orpheus in his vision or dream.
Uh,
Orpheus,
not daddy again.
you are unconscious due to the mind attack from Mercle. You hear a voice. Sanguine One, welcome back. Do you try to open your eyes, Orpheus?
Yes. But do I feel like dizzy or anything?
For a moment, but you quickly shake your head and blink a few times. You see a very obvious volcano.
Oh, it's hot in here, and my head hurts.
Looking down at the lava, it seems very hot and boils. You inspect it closer, but it doesn't seem to be real lava. It looks more like blood or boiling blood. Do you touch it?
Can I just dip a finger in there? Not the whole hand, just a finger.
You touch it. It's super hot. Roll me a dexterity saving throw.
22.
As you touch the boiling blood, you don't take any damage, thanks to your saving throw, but your entire arm becomes covered with the blood. It starts to seep up your arm.
So you see him like try to like push it down. Up.
Nothing happens. It keeps going. It begins to trickle up your leg as well, as the pool comes to life and starts coming up your legs.
Um. Hey, do you see this? Are you there?
It begins to cover your entire torso, moving up your neck.
Like, so his father started panicking and say, "Help! You see me?"
Coming around the back of your head, it goes into your eyes, and finally covers your mouth.
Mm,
The blood pulls you down into the pool.
Can I struggle?
You feel yourself being pulled down, almost like quicksand. And then, like a snap, you pop. And you feel yourself again on solid ground, but again, you're covered by this blood. Are you gonna try and rub your eyes or clear the blood from
Yeah,
your eyes?
like I think the whole time I'm trying to like wiggle my way out, like
Hey,
panicking.
yeah, you begin to scratch at your eyes to see in front of you. Roll me a wisdom saving throw.
And I can't talk, right? It covered my mouth.
Yeah, it's covering your mouth at the moment.
19.
You clear some of the blood and open them to see an older-looking Ulrich peering down at you with red eyes, looking quite intimidating. And
Mm.
bring you over to him.
Mm.
Ah, there you are, Sanguine One. I'm happy to see you again. What brings you here again, my child? I hear you've met one of my former acquaintances. He waves a hand and the blood moves away from your mouth and you're able to speak again. He brings it down and the rest of the blood dissipates from your body.
Whew, that was scary. You say former acquaintance. That scary looking lady?
Mercle. Mercle is troublesome. She seems to have defied me and is now in league with a mysterious figure. She did help me with the task of transporting a gift to you, Sanguine One. The book. Did you find it? Has it helped you on your journey?
About the book. I have a lot of questions about the book.
Ask, my child.
Is that you that cast the spell every time I touch the book? Or how can I stop those spells from being cast every time I touch it?
The book is called the Book of Shadows. The book itself has its own soul. I do not cast magic through the book. The book is yours. It is bound to you.
How can I control the magic from being cast randomly?
The Book of Shadows is, how do you say, well, you're a warlock now. Due to gaining some of my assistance, Book of Shadows is a warlock's grimoire, so to say. If you were a wizard, you'd be able to cast spells from it, but you're not. You're a warlock. You borrow your powers from me. So, the Book of Shadows is like the opposite of a grimoire from a wizard. You may be able to copy spells into it, but you won't be able to cast them at will. There are consequences to being able to use the magics of the book. Test things out for yourself, Orpheus. You should be able to at least understand that. Maybe copy a spell or two. Rituals, perhaps.
How do I
The
find
random magics from the book are not my doing. Should you maybe use it more often, you may be able to control those magics.
I almost killed my party member last time. What do you mean use it more often? I try to touch my book. Does it do anything? Like I just hold it out to
Only
him.
D100.
Oh my god, if I get affected in the world because you're touching it in your dream.
And let me know what number.
40.
Ooh.
Oh no. Well, the only thing I can cast on is only Aldrich.
Your dagger. At your side, your silver dagger.
Yeah.
Seems different. It
Does
looks
it-
like something has changed with your dagger. You inspect it, it has a different shimmer to it. You no longer have the abilities for your dagger.
Okay.
And I will, during the break, I will update on what it is. It looks
So I
to have
don't know what it
changed.
is. So I don't know what it is. Okay. See, it do something again. It just did something again. Like, never mind.
If you don't like your gift, I can always give you another.
And what would that be, hypothetically?
Well, let's continue our conversation with Mercle, and then we can talk about your gifts.
Okay. So, you mentioned she defined you. She worked for you?
Well, I must ask you first, Sanguine One. What tempted you to taste the blood of a tiefling? Especially one that deals with blood magic. Did you think you'd grow horns or have fire resistance?
No, I never tried tiefling blood before.
Well, you should be careful with whose blood you taste, my child. There can be repercussions to feeding on beings who possess tainted blood. You must be able to withstand the control. See, you must have a strong constitution and the knowledge of how to fight back against their tainted will. Speaking about your powers, you may be able to draw powers from magical creatures in time, but for now, my child, be very careful. I do not know what interaction with Mercle may have stirred, but I fear you may have shifted the path of you and your companions. I feel something coming, something sinister. And of course, I'm not talking about myself, Sanguine One. We are friends, even more than friends. We are bloodbound. You are more like my relative, along long lines of blood. I am an ancestor of yours, if you can call it that. But this Mercle and her tiefling blood, demonic blood, evil to the untrained races. However, more of like an opposed race to the elvish bloodline and their magics. This Mercle has grown quite powerful. She may pose a threat to your goals, and, well, our goals, young Orpheus. Be wary of her. I fear you may have caused something that should have not happened.
Will killing her change anything?
He very quickly raises a hand and starts to swirl it as he swirls it, as the picture's depicting here, a small pool of that boiling blood seems to form around his hand. Worry not. For now, I will part with you, as always, a gift. But to be able to kill Mercle, you'll have to grow strong. And killing her won't stop what she's done. Things are already in motion, young Orpheus. The only thing you can control is your own action. Again, I impede you to be careful what you do and whose blood you drink. He swiftly turns his hand. The blood shoots up, and a goblet, a golden goblet, appears in his hand, and the blood pours right back down into the goblet. He hands you the goblet filled with the boiling blood. Do you drink it?
Can I see? Can I do a check to see if he smiling, smirking, or anything?
Insight check, yeah, to see what he's trying to do to you.
18. Look at how
He
they
very
go.
much said that he was going to bestow another gift to you.
Okay, so
Doesn't seem like he was lying. He looks like he's giving you some more powers again. And he's constantly helped you throughout this, besides the Book of Shadows. Being able to cast magic and do things that you normally wouldn't be able to do. Seems like he has been helping you thus far. He is like your friend. He saved you
Nice.
from the big spider woman. I just want you to remember that as you're thinking about, is this guy lying to me?
Alright, so I'm gonna look at him and then I have no choice. I'll say, it's not like I have a choice, so I drink it. I drink the blood.
Roll me a D100. 1D100.
84.
You are successful. Orpheus, on your character sheet, you have something new called Vampiric Resistance. I'm also going to post it in the chat, and then you can read it to everyone else.
Okay.
But you should be able to see it on your character sheet underneath your Red Eye Sanguine one.
Yeah, I see it. So I
And I'm
become.
going to put it in the chat.
Yeah.
If you want to read it out, go for it.
So at level 4, I become resistant to necrotic damage. So take half damage. And then different thing at different level.
Yes, so Vampiric Resistance, your pact owner, Alec Daddy, has instilled some resistance to specific types of damage. At character level up, you gain the resistance of the following, meaning you take half damage 2. At level 4, you get resistance to necrotic damage. Level 5 will be bludgeoning, 6 will be piercing, and 7 will be slashing, all from non-magical attacks.
Do I feel different after I drink it? Oh, I don't know about this yet.
As it goes down your throat, roll me a Constitution saving throw. Your throat begins to burn extremely hot, like you just drank like the strongest liquor of your life.
A 4. So I just holding my throat. I was like, it's
It
burning.
is a save, however, the save is that you reduce your max HP by 2. So go into your character sheet, reduce your max HP by 2. So I think you were at 32, you should now be at 30.
Okay.
So your max HP has been reduced due to this extreme magic being poured down your throat. If you were to fail, it probably would have been worse. A fail was a crit fail, by the way.
Okay.
So if you crit failed, it would have been bad. Sanguine One, as always when we speak, I leave you with the gift. You should find yourself now more susceptible, well, not susceptible, more resistant to certain types of attacks. Just like I am. You and I again are connected. Should you have more questions, you can always call out to me. I'm surprised you haven't done so more often. It seems you only call out to me when you need something. I thought we were friends. Still, I'm not mad at you. You're still just a child.
It's,
Young
it's sti-
Orpheus.
so at this
Ask
point,
questions.
it's still burning my my throat. But I was
Yeah,
like,
for a moment, like you're not able to speak as he's talking,
Yeah.
and it
I
burns
just
like
put my
hell.
hand up. I just put my hand up. I was like, how?
He
One more
pauses for a
question.
second and puts his hand down and stops the blood from swirling around him.
I have one more question. Have you heard of the jinn named Abu?
No, Sanguine One. Although jinns are quite rare.
Okay. Can I ask a favor?
Always Sanguine One.
Do you know how? Can you find out how to free a jinn? If I find one that trapped in an object?
He chuckles to himself. Jinns are bound magically to items. Once they're bound, they need to have certain conditions met. You have already freed one, have you not? He points at your wrist or your hand as you have the ring of the jinn summoning on.
Huh?
You have already freed one from its bindings. You may call upon it as a gift from that particular jinn. I don't know its name. You said something, but I couldn't hear it or understand it. Seems like when you said Abu, he couldn't hear you say Abu.
Okay.
Again, Abu was a celestial genie. So anything you say in celestial, such as Abu, which is his name, seems like this creature couldn't hear it.
Okay. Well, thank you for your answering.
He once again bows, and his wings close around him and disappears. He actually doesn't. Oh, give me a perception check to see what happens with him.
11.
You see a bunch of bats come swirling around the top as another one joins them. A little bit redder in color than the rest as Ulrich disappears.
Okay. I think at this point I just fall down the ground.
Yes,
From all
you
that, yeah.
back out, and we rejoin the group again in the cell.
Okay.
Again, Valence. It's been about 10 minutes with speaking with Captain Tolbold. About 5 more minutes, Marcus should wake up. Captain Tolbold speaks to both you and Kihir, and says once again, the Elder Gnomes, they will be ready for you soon. Maybe we should go collect your other party members. Maybe you guys can wash up and, well, rest a little before speaking with them. You guys are pretty dirty.
Yes, I think that might be best. But I think we should wait here for Orpheus before we move. No telling what
He's
actually
fine. I
happened.
just carry him.
Yeah, I think the whole time I'm on here back, right?
He's
his
under my
shoulder.
arm.
He said he was holding you
Oh,
underneath
oh,
his
sure,
shoulder.
sure.
Yeah.
Very well. Do we know our way there, right? Or
Well,
are we going to be guided?
I'll escort you to the governor's offices, but you guys should know your way around at this point. I pretty much pointed out all the major spots. Don't, go too far off. But you are free to roam. And he again points at your pouch where you had or you probably put the silver coin that he handed you, Wraith. Remember, he held you a silver medallion that had a torch on one side that allows you to basically freely move around, not be judged. Seems like the gnomes maybe heard of this attack from the humans. So to not be judged, you have this medallion that you can show, and you've gained the trust of the elves at this point.
Okay.
Or sorry, the gnomes, not the elves. It is up to you if you want to wait a few more minutes and see if he awakes.
I think we'll just carry on, and it'll be far more amusing when he wakes up the way he is.
He
No,
nods.
I did have one question. So,
Before you speak, he quickly turns to the gnome guard to its left. Please go fetch the other two from the governor's quarters, governor's offices. Thorin and Traherne, I believe his name was. Tell them to meet the others at the visitors' quarters. And the gnome guard runs off. Go ahead.
Revolt, I was curious. Other than invading humans, are there any within this plane, within this world?
Captain Tobold kind of leans up against the wall. Well, if they're appearing here, I can only assume they would possibly try in other planes. I don't know where these doors lead, or how they're connected, or if there are other worlds that will lead to these doors, but I think the Elder Gnomes will probably give you more information. I've only heard of humans showing up here.
Well, yes,
But
that I understand that.
it would
Through the
make
portals.
sense.
What I'm asking is, do humans even exist in this world?
I
where
have
we are
never met
now?
a human.
I see. Very well. That was all I
Closest
had
thing
to
to a
ask.
human we have here in Niflheim is what I thought you were, which is elves. Look exactly like you, maybe a little bit fairer in the skin, but their ear is very pointed. Also, they're very, very magically inclined.
And from what I've seen, a bit more on the slender frame.
Aye, but all creatures have different forms and shapes. Me, I am quite tall for a gnome. Would you call me a dwarf? I'm not a dwarf, I'm a gnome.
The hell's a
Wouldn't call
dwarf?
you a dwarf. I don't know what a dwarf is.
He face palms. You have a lot to learn in this world.
Very much so, yes.
You should look to the guidance of your other party members. As he begins to walk you guys back to the front door.
Boop, boop.
Does that mean Kahir could be an elf? Wait, Kahir want to know more.
Oops. Move the
Pager's moving whole ass tables.
yeah. And you
Oops,
guys
sorry,
proceed out.
me out of the way.
All right.
I mean, I guess we could explore the fucking jail more, but
Yeah. Don't worry about it.
okay.
Again, I designed these levels to encompass anything that could have happened in the scenarios that you guys have put yourselves in. You guys talked your way out of being jailed and possibly having to break yourselves out or anything like that, or stayed locked up and would have explored a little bit more there. But you guys did very well with persuasion checks and giving information. Back to the over map of the old tree. We're going to rejoin our party members in the governor's office. So Thorin and Traherne, we're going to rejoin both of you very quickly. And then we'll go to our first break afterwards. Once again, we rejoin Thorin and Traherne, who are sipping some tea or some coffee with Freya and Rhapsody, the sisters of our adventurers, who they were very surprised to see here in the city. Let me see. I might have a handout of Rhapsody. I think I created one. She is the twin sister of Minuet. There she is. She looks a little bit different than her. Instead of the blue eyes that Minuet has, she has very obvious green eyes. That's the only way you can tell them apart. Also, she's left-handed, whereas Minuet was right-handed. Otherwise, it's extremely hard to tell them apart. Again, Rhapsody is speaking with you, Thorin, explaining some things. You guys were basically, telling everything that's happened in the last week or so, about 5 days. She explains again, no one really remembers Minuet or Harmony. and Harmony is now dead. You guys are talking about that. Do you let her know that Minuet is safe? I think you spoke to her about the conversation with your brother, but do you let her know that, or did you tell her that you actually saw Minuet?
Yeah, I told her that I saw Minuet, and then she like disappeared when we went to the human world.
Okay. So again, she's very happy to hear that she was okay. Traherne, Spindel jumps from Freya's back to your shoulder. I think you said you wanted to hide him in maybe like your cloth or stuff. It's up to you. Again, he can phase shift between your plane and the ethereal plane. But we'll always pretty much listen to your commands. It's technically like yours and Freya's spider, your pet. So whatever you want to do with him, he'll pretty much obey or control him. If you want to speak to him, just let me know and I'll have a conversation with you in regards to that. That'll happen in your mind. We did talk about some relaying of information, but until you try and do it between you and Freya and Spindle, you won't know what the delay is, if there is any delay, or any of that information.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have him hanging out my bag for a bit.
Cool. Do you guys ask anything else from the sisters as you're speaking with them?
No, I think I asked everything last session.
Doran?
Yeah.
No. I think we
All right,
pretty much
a
covered
gnome
everything
guard
last time.
comes running in. A little bit out of breath. Master Elves, the Captain Tobold has sent me to request that you meet the rest of your party members at the visitors' quarters. He runs up to give you the message in person rather than speaking at the doorway. Totally out of breath. Seems like this guard's maybe not that great in shape. Looks a little dingy from hanging out in the jail cells. The jail. However, both of you roll me insight check. He seems very worried about something.
Oh, wait, hold on. Click my token.
No, you don't have to. Only do that for initiative.
Okay,
22.
Rhapsody isn't even paying attention to the guard, whereas Treya also notices that he seems very upset or worried about something. Do you guys say anything to him?
Is something wrong? Is something the matter, guard?
Well, how do I explain? Your friend, the teenager, the one that has the red eyes.
What did he do now?
He touched the book again, didn't he?
No, he didn't blow anything up. At least, I don't know. He turned his eyes red, scared the shit out of us, and then demanded we open up a jail cell, which had a very evil sorceress or necromancer inside of it. And then he asked that we close the door. Hope we don't get fired. We let him in because he was, really scary. We thought he was going to bite us or something.
What did he do when he went inside?
Well, I can only see a little bit because there's a little slit that we looked through, but he seemed to just step in. The Mercle, the woman, passed out, then he passed out. Couldn't really see much. And then, we had to rush in there and get him out of there. She could kill us all. She's very powerful. Her name's Mercle. She's a tiefling. Traherne, you both know what a tiefling is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Very demonic looking, but not necessarily evil. Just from a different place, more west of where you guys are from. So you guys are on the western continent. It's directly west of the western continent. Let me bring you guys over to the map so I can explain where tieflings come from.
Well, when a mommy and a daddy tiefling love each other very much.
They come from Devil's Tongue, which is directly, again, it's the westernmost part of the western continent.
That was daddy's nickname for mommy.
Very, very desert. lots of deserts from Devil's Tongue, or that are located in Devil's Tongue. Again, tieflings are demonic, usually very resistant to sunlight, fire damage in particular. Overall, nice people though. For the ones that you guys have met, Traherne, you probably would have met a couple in the Adventurers Guild. Thorin, you probably have met some in your dealings with anyone from Devil's Tongue, possibly negotiating trade routes or anything like that with the elves. Again, though, and you probably heard this as a young child, the elves don't necessarily trust tieflings, and vice versa. Tieflings don't necessarily trust the elves. It's like you guys are two opposite ends of the race spectrum, but very closely resemble each other. At least, looks wise. Opposite of the red skin, the pointed ears, the ability to cast magics, the magical resistances that they have. Again, they're very keen in regards to magic-based things, just like the elves. I'll bring you guys back to where you are.
So Thurin looks at the guard and is like, "This boy has been nothing but trouble since the moment I met him." And he stands up, and you see him like take a couple steps towards the door, and he grabs his sword, and you see like the runes just light up instinctively, and like not even realizing that he's going to, he shouts, "Orpheus, what have you done now?" But he, not even like instinctively, the runes light up and uses Thaumaturge, and the doors swing wide open as he does it, and just booms his shout like straight towards the prison area.
You hear back from the gnome guard, along with Rhapsody next to you. Thorin, please, it'll be okay. The gnome guard also puts a hand up and says, "Well, excuse me, young elf, but he seems to be okay. He's just passed out. Your big fellow has got him, tied him up." They asked that, Captain Tobold said to bring you guys to the visitors' quarters. I think they're waiting for the key.
And I guess, Traherne, do you wanna let's go to them?
Yeah, let's go.
Treya quickly stands up, grabs the back of your cloak for her, and pulls you back for a second. She reaches down and pulls a couple of flasks, or I guess you can call them flasks. They're like topped jars of fresh coffee, and hands them over to you.
I was just about to ask the guard for some coffee. How did you
Brother,
know I like coffee?
I remembered your favorite flavor.
Aww.
What's your favorite flavor?
Is this hazelnut?
Hazelnut, yes.
Yeah.
Freshly brewed and picked.
Thank you, sister.
Love you, brother, and she gives you a big hug.
I give
Go
her
do
a
what you
hug
have
back.
to.
Aww,
And
you
Rhapsody again nods to you, Thorin.
You didn't say love you back?
Attend
Rude.
to whatever you have to, brother. Again, don't be enraged. Friends are hard to come by. As she looks to Treya, and Treya looks back.
Aww.
How many canisters of coffee?
That's all he cared about.
Looks like she gave you enough for maybe morning and afternoon. So maybe 2 or 3.
Alright.
Depends on how slow you drink it.
Alright.
Not even a whole day's worth.
All right.
I'm gonna crack one open right now and just throw it back.
Oh.
I mean, you guys were already drinking some. It wasn't the hazelnut that you had, but yeah.
Okay.
Now you're
Oh,
drinking.
you mean at the? Okay, that's good.
At the table, yeah. Someone had brought in some tea and coffee for you guys.
Oh yeah.
Wait,
okay. I forgot about
This
that.
is really, really early in the morning, right?
No,
Mr.
so it's
Olim.
actually like the afternoon at the moment. You guys had awoken in the morning when you guys had that big explosion.
Okay.
And it was about a half day's travel to the Gnomish capital.
Okay, so
So
midday.
it's about like mid-afternoon.
Okay.
And
You
then
guys
I
head
head
now?
back over. Yep.
Yep.
We can take Spindle's token away if you want to leave him, but he's just in
Yeah,
my
again,
back.
Spindle can hide like in your cloak, whatever. You didn't tell me exactly how big he is, but he's a small creature.
He was
he
big
could
enough
be
just to
anywhere
like
from-
sit like this.
Yeah, he could be anywhere from like yay big to 3 feet tall. But yeah, that's fine. So
Yeah,
he's
like big enough
kinda
that he
like-
can like slide in my bag or like sit on my shoulder. Maybe the
Yep.
size of like a medium-sized bird or something.
Cool. All right, you guys heading out?
So right before they head out, Thurin just turns around to Rhapsody and says, "Rhapsody, I know we need to speak with the Elder Gnomes very soon. Do you know, are all the Elder Gnomes in the capital right now, or are any not here?"
No, they're here. There are 3 in total, she says to you. Again, in the back of your head, you hear Wedge's voice reciting the Elder Gnomes. Probably gets you a little bit upset that he's gone, but you remember the names of them as well: Danalee, Drumdeer, and Tally.
Tally.
Mm-hmm. Say, do
They
you
are
know
here
any
in
of
the capital, although they have a lot of matters to attend to. They'll probably be ready for you by nightfall. Speak with you, and then maybe you guys can rest.
All right. Do you know if there's any Elder Gnomes that have any history with the or any insight into what you're dealing with?
She again looks a little puzzled. Everything that you've told her, although she 100% believes you, is super strange. The worlds are ending, rifts are opening up. She's already aware that a lot of the animals and creatures in the worlds are kind of stirring and acting strange. This is all new to her. However, she says to you, if there's anyone that would know, the Elder Gnomes probably would. There's a reason why all races send representatives to the Great Tree, or the Old Tree. They're very wise. Almost as wise as our elders, Thorin.
All right. So with that, Thurin like looks at her and is like ready to go.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. You guys heading out?
Yep.
Yep.
They both, walk you to the door, escort you out. Again, they implore that you guys, if they are not here when you guys return or anything like that, that you guys come and see them in the Isles of Nocturne. And wishes you both best of luck on your adventures. All right. Both parties are free to do whatever they like, except for Orpheus, who is currently passed out. Again, you guys are at the Old Tree. Where would you like to go? What would you like to do? But before you answer that, let's take a quick, short 5-minute break. Try and do it on the hour this time. And once we return, we'll see what the party wants to do in the Old Tree.
Good.
Cool. All right, welcome back, guys. Just doing a couple things here, but are you guys on the overmap?
Mm-hmm.
Let me lower some of the music. What would you guys like to do? Again, Orpheus, you are passed out, so you don't have a say, unfortunately.
I'm in bed at the house apparently, in the apartment.
No, you're not. So again, Thorin and Traherne, you guys are basically walking around. Kahir, Balance, you currently stepped away, and Orpheus, you guys are walking about as well, freely being able to move. The guard does usher you guys out of the prison. Same thing for you, Traherne and Orpheus. You guys are led out of the governor's offices, both leading you guys towards the center, which would go to the visitors' quarters. But again, you guys are able to do what you like or freely move about. Some ideas of things that you can do. For example, go shopping, visit the church. Traherne, I would say you could look for coffee, but you just got coffee from your sister. You can have lunch with the sisters, or you can go find your other party members. If any of you are hungry, there are taverns and stuff that you guys can visit. Again, shops and things if you guys want to look for specific things.
So I look over to Thurin and I'm just saying, like, so should we head over to the group? I'm really concerned about Orpheus. Even though he's been kind of a pain in our butt the whole time, we still need to make sure he's okay.
The whole
Yeah.
time.
Literally the whole time. Yeah, the guard said we should meet them at the visitors' course. Let's head there.
So we'll head that way.
Yeah, Kahir will.
And yeah, Valence, what do you guys want to?
Kahir looks at Valens and looks at the guard. You say something about visitors' quarters. Which way we're
Yeah,
to begin?
right over there. And he points right to the left of the Elder Gnomes Tower. Pretty much gives you like a pointing direction. I'll give you guys a ruler thing here,
Okay.
so you can figure it out. So you guys currently here at the prisons. He points this way, and then over there to the building at the left of the Elder Gnome Citadel. That's the visitors' quarters.
Me not want to carry this kid all over the place. Why don't we go there and see if the others show up?
All right.
I could show you. I could walk with you guys if you like. And the gnome guard quickly walks.
Waddles.
Nice to get some fresh air. Hates being stuck in that dungeon. Everyone
That
heading
seemed
over
like
to,
it gets stuffy.
everyone heading over to the visitors' quarters. All right. Give me a second. I'll bring you guys onto the map. Boom, boom. Balance. Grab you there. You guys will transition over in a second. Be here. And Orpheus, who is passed out. I put a thing. About 1 minute outside of the visitors' quarters, Orpheus wakes up. Orpheus, you are tied up and being carried by here.
Do we have a map
As you guys
update?
are... What?
Did we already have a map update?
No, you guys haven't
Okay.
arrived yet. You're about to. Where Orpheus wakes up. From around the corner, from the other side of the Elder Gnomes Citadel, you guys can see Thorin and Traherne come trotting over. Thorin looks pissed. Traherne looks very satisfied, drinking his coffee.
Of course.
So you say I'm up?
Oh, there they
You're
are.
currently awake.
I become, you know, like when you carry somebody, they become like the warm moving thing. I'm doing that. It's like, hey big guy, you can let me down.
Orpheus, you're totally fine. Outside of missing 2 max HP, which you can
Do
never
I
get
remember
back.
the dream? Do I remember the dream?
Yeah, you remember everything.
Okay.
But the 2 max HP that you lost, you will never get that back. That is not reversible.
Okay.
However, you are tied up, hog-tied, hands behind your back.
So
Everyone looking at Orpheus will see him wiggling about.
I was like, let me
everyone-
out, let me out, let me out.
Let's
I'm
see.
fine.
Orpheus, roll me a dexterity saving throw. Dagger falls out from your side. And I haven't updated it yet, but we'll talk about it. Oh yeah, it falls to the ground.
It's a natural one.
You didn't catch it with your back hands to try to cut yourself out. Everyone will see Orpheus's dagger fall to the ground. It is not the silver dagger that he had before. It looks very different. Orpheus, how does it look now? You could tell me how it looks.
You never told me what it is. How do I
I know
what it
it's
looks?
going to be totally brand new. It's totally different. It is not your silver dagger anymore. What would you like to flavor how your dagger looks now?
So I
You
guess
want it to look more sinister, or
yeah. So you're gonna see it's just a black dagger. But it's like and the handle is like red, but like the rusty red, and then the dagger is like the blade black, but it's not like metally black. It's just like pitch black.
Like a matte black?
yeah, it looks
It's
more like a ritual dagger.
Yeah, it's like it's more like a
Probably
yeah,
more curved at the end rather than a straight dagger like you had before.
yeah. I like that. That's the shape of dagger. It's like completely different looking dagger.
Some weird dagger falls from Orpheus.
Hey, let me
Quit just
down.
squirming.
Well, maybe you can put me down instead of putting me next to your armpit.
Try to
The
pick
gnome
up this
guard-
You
dagger.
gonna stop being dumb?
Can I try to
Gnome
pick up this
guard.
dagger?
Yeah, you can pick it up.
Hey, that's my mom dagger.
Valence, give me an inspection check on it. Again, I haven't determined what properties it has.
Inspection.
Give me an inspection check.
There isn't an inspection.
Sorry, investigation. As the gnome guard runs over to Orpheus.
Fucking nope.
Valence looks like a dagger. Doesn't look like the one he had before. Does look magical though. You can feel something coming off of it. Are you pulsing divine sense?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll use it.
Doesn't seem like an evil object. However, again, Orpheus pings out to you a little bit, just like before with that blood thing. It's not like he's evil now. After tasting Mercle's blood, he hasn't changed alignment or anything like that. He's the same old Orpheus as he was before. But again, this dagger doesn't ring out to you at all. It just seems like a pretty normal dagger, maybe a little magical, like your lance. Not as powerful, maybe. Just a little dagger. But definitely wasn't the silver one that was on him before.
I'm still willing, by the way, and I'm turned over to
Yeah,
Thorn
the
and
gnome
Johan.
guard runs over to Orpheus and investigates you. He seems fine. You could probably let him out of his binds unless you guys are looking to beat him up or something.
Yeah, listen to this gnome here. Wait, no, not beating up. I'll beat you up.
Master Elf,
Put me down.
you
I'll
have the
pick him
key.
up. Put me down.
Sure, you want us to
Uh,
put him down at this point? Now he thinks he's
gnome-
gonna beat you up.
The gnome is addressing you, Thorin.
Yep. And Thurin walks over and goes, "Oh yeah, this key," and he holds out the key and unlocks the door.
Yep, everyone can enter now. And the gnome guard says, "Okay, I'm stationed here, so I will be outside if you guys need me. There's another guard on the other end, where is another door to leave from. Please make sure you lock up behind you if you leave anything inside. And you guys can all enter if you like. The door is
Kahir
pretty much
puts-
by Traherne, but you guys can just walk in.
Kahir puts Orpheus down and undoes his binds, and he looks at him straight in the eye, and he says, "If you try anything funny, and I have to hold you again, I'm gonna wear you as a backpack."
So Arthur just looked away and started whistling. It's just like the enemy. When he got confronted, he just looked away and then just whistle. And I was like, I don't know what you're talking about, big guy.
Balance, you still have the dagger. Let's see.
Oh yeah, my mom dagger. Give me back.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The dagger disappears from you, Valence, and reappears in Orpheus's scabbard on his side.
Well, that's an interesting trick.
um, you can tell the Alphas were like surprised because never happened before, and he doesn't know how it does it. But I was like, yeah,
Agreed, Orpheus?
huh?
Did they untie you?
Yeah, they did. He untied me, and I was like, yeah, cool trick, right? But he's still surprised.
The gnome guard looks up at you and says, "Wow, that was cool. What happens if you throw it really far? Will it come back to you?
You wanted me to try throw up your ass? I
You want
will
me to
kill
throw
you.
it? I can throw it."
Touch it, touch me, touch it. I will drop your hand off. Just kidding. I'm not doing that. Because I saw I noticed everybody looking, so I was like,
with the gnomes.
Oh, we're gonna die.
The guard looks
Just-
at you, Alex. You'll keep this one in check, yeah?
Oh, most certain.
He's acting quite strange. Should I report to the gnomes?
wait,
Elders?
wait, that's
we lock
normally
him
the
up?
one that's the gnome that I intimidated before, right?
Yeah, your intimidation's
Yeah.
gone though. You
Yeah.
passed out, so that broke.
No, don't report it. I was just kidding. I'm just messing with you. See, I'm fine.
He should be fine.
This was the same one that you were talking with, and was like, "Do you want to see a pretty lady?" Like you were actually
Yeah.
being cordial with him, wedge and stuff. So he's quite surprised and thinks that something's wrong with you at the moment.
I walk up next to Gahir, I slap him on the shoulder, I'm like, if anything does happen, me and this guy will take care of it.
Yeah, listen to the big guy. I'll be fine.
The guard tries to grab your dagger. Do you stop him?
Yes. I just slap his hand.
Roll me a sleight of hand. You have to beat it 2.
Fail it too! Fail it too!
Wait, it's a natural 2, by the way.
You quickly slap his hand away.
I was like,
I'm curious. I wanted to see if it would reappear. You can go. I'll go get it if it goes far.
no,
Bring it back to you.
I can only do that trick once a day. It's my mom dagger. Leave it alone. And then I run away.
Yeah, and Orpheus, it doesn't look like the dagger in your family heirloom. Or
Yeah,
at least
but-
if it is, it definitely looks different.
Yeah, but I see it change, so in my mind it's still the family heirloom. Right?
Okay.
So I start running away. I run behind Kahina.
Yeah, the guard kind of like, yeah, just is like, all right, fine, and goes to like his post at the corner. Bounce everyone else heading in, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. Inside again, very nice. A nice kitchen area, a nice bathroom with a full shower, some nice bedrooms. Looks like mantles and things that you guys can lay like items. For example, Valence, on the mantle here, it looks like a cleaning station for weapons, where you can
Where?
prop your weapon up, it'll lock in place, and then you can like kind of shine it up or sharpen it if you like. Some pretty nice things in here. Some chests, things that you can store items in.
I'll probably take the
in-
polishing armor.
Go for it.
Yeah, because
So
we're going
there
to
is
meet
2 stations, one here for weapons, and here for armor. So you can hang up your armor on the statue thing and begin to like shine it and take out rags and stuff. There is a cleaning kit in this chest here. Looks like some oils and some rags. Looks like whoever was here before probably used some of it, but some of it seems new rags, clean rags. Traherne and Thorin, there's a note on the box to your right. It looks like the note's addressed to both of you.
The Theron sees the note and walks over to inspect it so he can read the note.
It's from your sisters, and it very briefly says, inside you'll find an allowance.
I'm just walking around. You tell me.
Theron opens up the chest to peer inside.
Yep, there's one bigger bag and one smaller bag. The bigger bag has the Elvish writing that says Nocturne, space Thorin. The other one is a script. Looks to be possibly Sylvan that says Traherne on it. The smaller
Thurin-
bag has Traherne, the bigger bag has Thor.
Yeah. Thurin peers over to Traherne and just takes the bag and tosses it towards him.
If you both check your character sheets, I've added to your characters. I don't want to disclose to the rest of the party how much.
Okay. Thank you.
You saying that? Just thank you out loud.
Thurin
Say
kind
thank you
of
out
just
loud.
grins and
At the bottom of the note, there's a PS. And it says, some money for you, Traherne, to go shopping, in case you need more coffee.
Don't spend it on coffee.
Signed by Treya and Rhapsody.
That was a nice gift.
Alright. So Theron kind of like takes a step back now and goes and like peers his head outside of the door towards the gnomish guard and goes,
Gnomish
by
guard
the
is
way-
dead staring at who's still outside.
I was gonna go. Oh, by the way, do you know when the elder gnomes are gonna be expecting us? Like, is it soon or do we
The
have
gnome
some time?
actually turns his wrist and looks at a small trinket on his wrist. Maybe about a couple of hours. Looks to be maybe like some type of sundial or clock maybe on his wrist. You're not too sure. Looks like a trinket itself. Not like he's looking at the sun and trying to think. It actually maybe tells him time.
Do you think it'd be enough time to take a nap?
Maybe a short rest. They
So-
probably want to see you before nightfall.
All right.
Again, it's probably like midday right now.
And then Thurin again turns his head now to the right towards Orpheus and is staring right at him. Hey kid, what are you doing?
Who house is? Can we go in? Oh wait, never mind. Sorry.
Orpheus, you try to step through, but you can't.
I tried to. I was like,
For some reason, it feels like there's a barrier stopping you from entering.
hey, do you want to hear a story? My
Story?
pet. Yeah, my parent taught me that I can enter people's house unless I got an invitation.
Orpheus, come on in.
Can I
You are
come
can
in
so
now?
weird.
Yes.
Oh my god. Thank you.
Thurin's like still like staring at Orpheus, trying to like sum up like what actually happened.
Kahir rolls over on the bed and just looks at Orpheus and goes, "What kind of crap is that?"
Well, you know, I'm a good kid. You know, I get present every Christmas. You know.
What do I see over here in this room?
Here, roll me a history check to see what Christmas is. Yeah, you celebrate Christmas. It's a holiday that it comes once a year when it gets slightly cold, at least in the Isles of Britannia. It doesn't really get too cold, but gets slightly colder, where everyone decorates trees and things and pays homage to the god of love, Sinella. God of love and empathy, gives gifts to each other.
Oh yeah, that thing with the goddess of love. Me still prefer Charlotte though.
Yeah, but you only get gift from her whenever you become a good kid, you know? And now we get a ton of gift. My parents never did though. Especially my mom. You know, she
One of
traveled
the
a
items
lot.
that you got, Orpheus, was the dagger on Christmas.
Yeah, like this dagger right here is an element my mom gave it to me on Christmas. You know? Bet you never
Still
had
find it
anything.
odd that you have to ask permission to come in before you can come in.
Well, you know, you don't want to step foot in stranger house, and then what if people are violent and then they bring a dagger or a bow out and shoot at you? You know, like
Roll me
stranger.
a D100 to see how clean your armor got as you're cleaning it. It's been about 5 minutes of you know, oiling it up, taking apart some of the pieces, taking off the leather straps.
Say balance, right?
Slash roll space 1d100.
Me?
Yes.
Mhm.
Traherne, are you looking for the bathroom? Right now, it's about 31% clean. If you want to continue cleaning it, you can.
I'm gonna clean it a little bit more. Just don't want it to look riggedy wrecked. I've killed undead in it. I've killed.
It's been a while. You've kept
animals.
maintenance on your lance, but your armor itself is, been a couple. Maybe you're repairing some of the leather underneath that's been cut through, stuff like that. Traherne, are you looking for the bathroom to get clean?
No, I'm just checking out what's in this room. Is there anything of interest?
Looks like a bedroom. Are you declaring this one as your room?
I saw something over here.
Yeah, it looks like a little mantle, where you can, maybe display some items. On it, it has kind of like a shield. Doesn't look like a shield that you would use. It looks more like a ritual shield or a ceremonial shield. Made out of metal, by the way. You wouldn't use it because you don't use anything made out of metal.
All right, so I'm just gonna walk out here and I ask Thurin. So Thurin,
Oh, you guys are hugging. Oh,
I was thinking we're about to meet the gnomes, and I'm not very I'm familiar with them, but not too much of an I wouldn't call myself an expert on their culture. We've been traveling for days, and we look a hot mess. Do you think we should maybe go by the market really quick and pick up some new clothes?
Yeah, we can go shopping.
Oh, do I hear that? Do I hear that conversation at all? From where I'm standing? Because I'm still talking to I'm still talking to Kahir about Christmas and stuff. How I got all the one ton of gift, but can I hear him saying that? Like close it, Dottie.
You're muted, Danger.
Depends. Are you guys trying to whisper this, or you guys are just talking? If you guys are just talking, you're
We're
pretty
just talking.
close to your shot.
Yeah, we're just talking.
You can
Talking
probably
about
hear it.
clothes isn't really secretive business.
Yeah, you could hear that. Pretty
So,
much
yeah.
everyone can.
Yeah,
For the most part, these doors, unless you declare that you close the door behind you, are open at all times. If you do close the door, it seems to magically stop sound from passing through. For example, you look outside and it looks like the gnome guard is humming to himself, but you don't hear him on both sides. Here and here. Like maybe one is like pacing back and forth. You don't hear his footsteps outside. And this one here, again, unless you open maybe a window or something, is like humming a tune.
Mm-hmm.
But you guys don't hear anything going on outside.
Can I?
So if I hear him say that, if I hear Johan say that, I'm gonna say, Arthur gonna say, "Hey Johan, I can clean your clothes. Do you? If I clean your clothes, will you pay me?"
Well, I was thinking we would just go buy some new clothes.
Well, you see, I didn't bring any money with me when I travel.
You don't have any money?
No, because everything was free before, and my servant brought stuff for me whenever I need it, so I didn't think I would need money.
Well, it just so happened I have a little extra change on me, so I'll buy you some new clothes. But it has to be within reason.
Well, I don't need clothes though. I need something else. And then as soon as I say that, I'm gonna cast.
I thought you were gonna say you touch your book.
No. I'm gonna cast prestidigitation, and then I just snap my finger, and then my clothes like it sort of like wash the clothes, like just brand new and then fresh, and then it smells good too. Just refresh it just with a snap.
Well, aren't
See,
you-
I don't need new clothes. I just need to buy something else, though.
What do you need to buy?
For her, and after all this time of you smelling like shit and having to wash yourself in a weird bath outside, and this kid was able to magically clean himself in clothes all this time. Just a heads up.
Yeah.
I just need to buy something. I just need to buy some scroll. But since he asking, so I'm just gonna do it again. I'm just gonna clean his clothes too because you say I smell stuff from him, right? So it's like as soon as I smell good, I was like, oh, but you stink though. So I snap my finger and then I clean his clothes as well.
Whoa.
So your clothes are clean, but again, your skin and if you were sweating and stuff, you still smell. Doesn't clean your body. Cleans objects up to 1 cubic foot.
Yeah.
Well, you guys decide if we're going shopping or not. I'm gonna go take a quick shower and rinse off since I have these clean clothes now. And I'll be right back. So I'm just gonna walk over to the shower, and it's gonna be like a very fast shower. So maybe a quick 5-minute shower while they're talking.
You know, it's been a while. Me thinks Key here should probably sit in the bath too. Me thinking nice long hot bubble bath.
Here, look to or give me a perception check. See what soaps you find in there.
What's up?
Carrot flavored.
What's up?
Oh,
Carrot soap.
Give me the dainty shit.
Bath and Body Works.
Yes!
What is
You
that?
find a very obvious lavender smell. Smells like
Wait.
a woman.
Oh! No,
Oh,
you're gonna stay there
God.
The other
forever.
ones, you don't find the bubblegum flavored. You don't find the ale flavored. You only find the lavender one.
Smell like Lizette. Me like this.
Oh my god. Like when she had her clothes on or when she had her clothes up.
Looked like a brute, smells like a puss.
Oh my god.
The gnome guard outside knocks on the window. You guys can hear the knock.
Thurin stares at the window and just waves his hand, and with thaumaturgy just opens the window up.
Oh, that's a cool trick. If you guys need an escort through the town, or if you're looking for anything, just give me a heads up and I'll take you guys around.
Thank you, Master Guard. I was actually just going to go to the market myself, and I just kind of walk towards the door and open the door and step out.
Yep,
Is
he
it
nods.
the general market, by the way?
No, this is a full magical city.
And
I
I-
actually probably want to do that.
Balance,
But
by the way, you finished cleaning the rest of it.
Yeah, what would I say? That's a long
Wow.
cleaning.
I put it all on. I want to go check out the market too because I've got stuff to get rid of.
Yeah, I'm following Torin. I was gonna go with Johan, but Johan
I
taking
love
part
how
of
I am the one who brought up the market, and everybody leaves me.
Bye.
I mean,
Hi.
the guard waits for a second and
Oh,
says, you moved him off the map. Nice.
I'm already gone. Bitch.
I mean, if you want to rate for the rest of your party, it's up to you. We have another guard that could take them around as well.
No, I called through. I was like, maybe we should, guys, maybe we should wait for those two. From what happened to the village, maybe they, whoever that person near here, maybe we should wait for the room.
Orpheus, with you being the only one left in the thing, you hear from Kahir's bathroom, bubble bath, bubble bath.
Oh well, not that guy. Maybe we should wait for Johan. He said he needs something from the market.
Just give me one moment, and you notice Thurin heads back to this other room and goes inside. And while he's in here, he's thinking to himself, like, maybe other people, because he's in like his armor and everything still, and it's even though he's trying to hide his identity in this area, he'd probably be more recognizable, even though he's hiding his sigil. So he takes his armor off. He just puts on a common robes and common clothing. So he can kind of disguise himself a little more.
Yeah, probably more hoods and,
yeah.
and covering more of your body.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, then I will go over to Johan and I knock on his door. I was like, hey, everybody start leaving. Are you coming to the market?
Yeah.
As
Give
soon
me a
as
second.
Orpheus knocks, you can hear through the door.
Oh, that's a cool
I
knock.
can hear through the door.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Give me a minute. Does he hear me?
Orpheus, you could hear him as well.
Okay. So, well, they're leaving.
All right. So I scramble, put on my clothes.
Try and tie your boots as you're running.
Yeah. I got coffee grounds falling out of my bag. Let's push it over to the side. All right.
You hear
and
you're chilling in the
I'm
bath?
out.
You don't need anything, right?
Nope. And he's just chilling.
And
Probably
no,
gonna. He's used to like mending his
The
own
gnome,
clothes.
the
and
gnome guard
everything.
looks up at Thorin and says, "What about the big guy? Doesn't he need more javelins or something?"
Well, he was singing bubble bath in there, and I don't think he did anything.
I'm gonna knock on the door and just shout in, "Hey, Kahir, do you need anything from the market, or do you want to join us?"
He doesn't hear you.
Me pants are looking a little worn, but me not done yet. Shh, don't
What
tell him,
size?
Ducky.
What size pants do you wear?
Isn't he half giant? He the gnome guard
Big.
turned to the door.
Big. Okay. All
I
right.
don't
Any
know if we'll have half
specific?
giant.
Any specific requests, Kahir, for pants?
Nothing shiny.
Okay.
I turned over to
You still
Thurin.
gotta be able to sneak through wood.
I turned over to Thurin and I was like, something shiny will be good.
Everyone heading out.
Yep.
All right, back to the map.
Okay, so Orpheus loved going shopping, so he gonna be singing the whole time. He was like, "We going shopping."
Okay, so you guys are heading out of the visitors' quarters, heading over to the market circle. Yes.
Yeah.
As you guys are heading over, roll me some perception checks, except for Kahir, who's enjoying his nice little bath.
Going
Kahir,
shopping.
you're full everything, right? Oh no, you guys had a battle.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm
Thurin.
still down 2 javelins, but I have that new boomerang, so I'm not worried about it.
No, I'm
Jahan-
talking about like your rages, your HP.
Oh yeah, I didn't rage during that battle. No, I'm full on
Okay.
everything.
Okay.
I'm
Uh-huh.
damaged. That's about
You
it.
don't gain any benefits from the magical soap in the bath.
Okay.
What? Oh, Jahan Knight.
But I smell like lavender, damn it.
But you definitely smell like lavender now. Thorin,
Jahan. Yeah.
what are you looking for, Thorin?
Oh,
Just
Ray,
kinda
you.
looking around the environment, and I'm just trying to see if like anything stands out that would like catch my eye as we're walking towards the market.
A lot of things stand out. Yeah, give me a second. I'll tell you. What's everyone else looking for?
I'm looking to sell some shit.
I'm being very observant of the people that we're walking by and their demeanor or how they're reacting, not only to us, but just seeing if there's any eerie feeling I have going on or if everybody's just kind of walking on nonchalantly.
Alright, Ray, you didn't roll yet. You're not looking for something?
Yeah, Valence, roll me a perception check if you're looking for anything. Okay.
But for Orpheus, because he remembered his dream, his daddy said he can copy spell and stuff, so Orpheus trying to do that. So he gonna look for a like a magic scroll shop or something like that along that line.
That's what are you looking for?
I'm looking for someone to sell.
Something to sell. Okay.
Yeah.
So Traherne, what'd you say you were looking for? Sorry.
I'm just kind of.
For Kahir's pants.
I'm very. Well, I'm looking for Kahir's pants, but I'm also just being very observant of like the people in the town and seeing what kind of feeling or vibe I'm getting from them and their expressions.
Roll me a Constitution saving throw
Oh dear.
as you smell more coffee.
Oh.
Exotic smelling coffee this time. Coming from a tavern, not too far from as soon as you enter Market Circle. To your left, you smell some really strong coffee. Definitely not hazelnut. Smells more like French vanilla, but you've never smelled French vanilla before.
Okay.
So it smells very exotic to you.
Oh.
Okay.
I hope it non-poop coffee.
So I look at the group we're walking together. I'm like, hey guys, I smell. Do you guys smell that? Do you guys
everyone,
smell that?
as he points it out, everyone can pretty much get the aroma of it. It's coming very strongly from the tavern
Oh,
nearby.
here we go again.
What is that lovely smell?
Thorin, you see
Mhm.
everything. Anything that you're looking for, you can find it here. There's a
Mhm.
magic shop. There's a weapon shop. There is a tailor. Whatever you're looking for, let me know, and
Mhm.
we'll see what you can.
I'll go
Find out.
towards the magic shop. Is where I'm gonna be
Okay.
heading towards.
I want to go to the
Balance.
weapon
Same
shop.
thing. You see a lot of different things. Some cool things. The magic shop you could see outside the sign is hanging, but it's not hanging by anything. It looks like it's floating midair
Mm-hmm.
and twisting and turning. Balance, you also see a very obvious weapon shop. You see the glinting of armor, the glinting of weapons, some stuff that looks really cool. Orpheus, you're pretty much taken back by like everything at this moment, and all the little
Yeah.
gnomes running about selling things. On the ground to your right, you see a little potion vendor selling little bits and bobs of potions and trinkets.
So at this point, I think this will be my first time in a CD market, right? Because I just left my
Traherne, you
house.
see pretty much the same thing as Balance, besides the coffee.
I
And
think this is the
everyone
first
will
time I see the
obviously
market.
see the little merchant to the right who looks very shady. Probably shouldn't buy anything from the guy on the ground, rather than someone who's selling from a shop, a prestigious shop. Probably makes more coin than this guy sitting on the ground selling pebbles and rocks.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
going to the weapon shop first. I've got
Let's go.
something. I want to sell that sword.
Right. Balance wants to go to weapons.
I also want to go to the magic shop too, though, to see if there's any like trinkets or
So
things
I
that
mean,
might
if
want.
you guys want to travel as a group, we can do it as a group. Go to all the different shops.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine.
So
I think we
Valence,
should go
do you
together.
speak up first and say, hey, you know, I want to take a look at the weapons, maybe sell Timothy Ranger's sword?
Can we grab some coffee first before we go shopping?
As soon as you say coffee, a little gnome peers out from the tavern. She says,
Coffee to go.
hold on. Where's my
You
tavern?
have a spell bucks here?
A non-bug.
Holmes'
A gnome
Tavern
box.
has the best coffee. We specialize in French vanilla. Would you like something to go?
I would. I've never tried French vanilla before.
She closes the door and runs over to a side window that opens up, and a table pops out. Looks like a to-go table.
Okay.
How many cups would you like?
Does anybody else want some coffee? It's on me.
Good, thank you.
I'm good.
I'll just take
With the
two.
amount of coffee you drink, you might have to use the restroom.
I'll take two. For
All right,
myself.
two of Holmes special. I'll bring you guys over to the tavern really quick in case you guys want to see it. But over here is like the little window that opens up. You guys are on the street here.
Okay.
So she runs over to the back room, opens up the window, and pours out some. Looks like there's a little froth at the top.
Okay.
Pours
Have
out
I
two
seen
French
froth
vanilla
before?
coffees. Not from
Like
coffee.
So
You've
this
seen
is
froth from like ales. You've seen froth from like other things, but not from coffee before.
okay.
Coffee is usually black or sometimes mixed with stuff, but never froth on top. Looks
Is
kinda
this
weird.
is this one? I look at the
It's kind of
the
bubbling
bartender.
too at the
Yeah,
top.
I'm like, I don't know if this is coffee. Is this expired? There's this white stuff
No,
at the
it's
top.
definitely not. You should try it before you judge it by its looks. That'll be
Okay,
2 silver, please. Quite expensive for coffee, by the way.
two, two silver for
2 silver.
for both pieces or for both cups.
Yes, 1 silver per cup. This is the best coffee you'll get in, well, in all of the Great Tree, the Great Forest.
Okay.
Better than that stuff at the Adventurers Guild.
Non-bug.
Can I do a investigation check? I'm gonna
You'll
go ahead and buy it.
remember
Let me
that
just-
the Adventurers Guild coffee was actually really good, pretty strong.
Yeah.
Where you drink 1 cup and you'd be satisfied for the day in regards to caffeine intake.
Yeah.
What
Can
were you
I?
saying?
Well, I'll go ahead and buy it because she already poured it. But it says two. Let's see. All right. Can I do some sort of check just to kind of do more of an investigation to see if I detect any like suspicious properties coming from in the coffee?
Roll me an insight check on the gnome woman, and then an investigation check on the coffee. Not too sure about what she's saying in regards to how great it is, but investigating it, it actually looks pretty damn good. The froth at the top makes it look really cool. It's like a white foam. Smelling it, investigating it, feeling it, definitely warm to the touch, but the top, for some reason, feels cool. Almost like someone poured some ice cream in a coffee.
Okay. So as I pick it up, I say thank you, and I kind of start to take my first sip. I'm
It literally
basically
tastes
double
like there's
fisting
ice cream
coffee right
sitting
now.
on top. Yeah, there's ice. It tastes like there's ice cream sitting on top.
Okay.
Cold at the top, warm at the bottom. Tastes awesome.
Okay.
Rolled a crit 20, by the way, for the taste of it. Better than anything you've tasted, including your hazelnut that your sister gave you.
Okay, this is gonna be trouble. Okay. I was like, wow, this is really good. And then as I'm walking away and I take that first sip, I'm kind of like shocked, and I turn around. I was like, do you have a recipe?
Sorry, Gnomish secret. And she closed the window.
Okay. All right, so I'll walk back over to the group.
There's a reason why this coffee is so expensive.
I'm gonna walk over to the group, and me and Thurin have kind of bonded a little bit now that we've met our sisters and stuff like that. So I walk up to Thurin, and I was just like, I have just tasted the best coffee of my life. It's called French vanilla. Do you want to try some? I have a second cup.
French vanilla is did you know that it's originated from my hometown?
You've had French vanilla before?
There's French vanilla in
Yeah.
Terra.
Yeah, there's not
There
French vanilla
has-
in the Great Forest.
Nope.
Well,
First time you've ever tasted anything like this.
yeah, it originated from Juno. Do you know that?
Thorin, you've had this before too?
I have.
No, you haven't. No, you haven't.
No, I haven't.
You're not from Terra. You're from Niflheim.
That's true, Niflheim. I
Hey,
kind of looked at him like,
Maybe
no,
Valance
never
has
heard of it.
probably tasted it. They get a lot of shipments from
yeah.
Okay.
It's literally just coffee with ice cream on top.
Well,
French
you
vanilla
guys,
ice cream.
you
I
guys,
know. I know the recipe. Well, no, my maid, my wet nurse know the recipe. Not wet nurse.
Your wet nurse.
It's where are we heading to next?
All right, are either of y'all taking my coffee?
No.
Okay.
A weird turn.
And
I'd
I'm
like
just-
to go to the. I'd like to
As
go
the
to the
conversation
weapon
is
shop
going.
first. I'd like to go to the
Yes.
weapon
Rubber
shop
ducky,
first.
you're the
Make some sales before we decide to purchase anything.
Mm.
Welcome to the weapon shop. All right, give me
Well,
a second.
hello.
I have some things
Okay.
here. I have to scroll down my notes, see where.
I know. I
Knock
meant to say
down.
something else.
We take a fiver in a sec here. I really gotta go to the bathroom.
Yes. As you guys walk in, you see a burly-looking fella. Traherne, Thorin, doesn't look like a gnome. Looks more like a dwarf. For everyone else, Valance and Orpheus, could be a gnome. Very, very, very stocky. Very muscular. Doesn't look like any of the gnomes we've seen outside. He says, "Welcome! Welcome to my weapon shop. My name is Arcadia. Arcadia the gnome." As you guys walk in, we'll take our quick 5-minute break.
Mm-hmm.
Wait,
Wait.
how tall is he?
He's about 4 feet tall.
Oh, okay.
About as tall as what's his name? Captain Tobal. And,
Yeah, because
5-minute
Captain
break.
Tobal is like 5 feet, right?
Yes, 4 feet.
Yeah. Captain Tobal?
Alright, 5-minute break. See you guys in 5. Cool. Welcome back, guys. Very quick, short break. Let me change up the music a little bit. What was I on? I was on transition. There we go. Welcome, welcome! My name is Arcadia. Welcome to Arcadia Weapons and Armor. What can I do for you, gentlemen?
I picture him right now.
Yeah, that's exactly what he's doing. What can I do for you, gentlemen? As he puts away a quick couple of things that he was cleaning up, maybe shining a couple swords, putting some things away in scabbards.
I've got.
Looking around, there's literally a million different weapons, items. He looks to you, definitely Valence, the knight in shining armor, and to the hooded figure. He kind of gives a side eye to, trying to look underneath, doesn't really notice what's underneath. Very quickly notices Thorin, not Thorin, Traherne, and his pointy ears. Ah, elf! Are you all elves?
I'm not.
Quite.
Not all of us.
Well, either way, welcome. What can I do for you, gentlemen? What are you looking to do?
I've got a sword I'd like to have appraised and see about selling.
Sure. Hand it over to him.
Yep.
He
Pull it out from
unsheets it.
behind me.
Yep, he unsheets it. Looks it over. Okay.
Is this the
You
sword
there, little man, child, boy, teenager.
Child? Yes!
Don't cut yourself in anything.
I dropped the dagger I was holding.
Arcadia's magic or weapon shop is not responsible for anyone injuring or hurting themselves. Just a quick FYI.
Reflex
Sorry.
throw to see if he misses, if the dagger stabs himself in the foot.
Also, please don't break anything.
Sorry,
Although-
sorry.
My items are top quality. You can't really break anything here.
I would hope so. Sorry,
Don't
sorry.
cut any bowstrings or anything, please.
Okay.
He turns back to you, Balance. Where'd you get this sword? This is
Oh,
not anything I've seen made in these lands.
Well, we're not quite from these lands.
And I'm a dwarf. I've seen all types of items. Never anything like this.
Oh?
This hilt is made of pure gold. Who would be retarded enough to make something out of gold?
Well, evidently, whoever had this made.
I kind of look a little bit surprised. I leaned over to Thur and I'm just like, is that this? Should we be selling that?
I'll give you 200 gold for it.
What?
Hey.
What do you guys think?
Roll me an insight check on the price.
Insight check. Boop, boop.
Again, you're not too worried about money. Like, again, you've only had to deal with standard issue stuff. But again, this was a very impressive looking sword. 200 gold, probably, possibly overpaying by a little bit.
Is that Timothy Ranger sword you're selling?
Correct.
Oh.
Timothy Granger doesn't sound like an elf I know. Is he
The
still
woman-
alive? I don't
the
want him
woman
coming
wanted
back
to
here
bring back-
saying that, someone sold his sword and he wants it back.
I sincerely doubt it.
He's
We
dead?
We found
He's
it.
very-
and we
He's
found
very
it on
dead.
Undead.
Well, the
his
dead may
undead
never
body.
lie, so yeah. He won't be looking for it then.
Nope.
What's dead may never die. I think that's the saying.
Well, he was dead, then not dead, and then re-dead.
Oh. Undead dealings, huh? I've
Unfortunately.
dealt with a couple of undead myself. You must be a strong lot to be able to take down an undead. They're hard to kill once they've been killed. He kind of scratches his head.
Yeah, for the most part. Though, when it comes to magic, I'd be careful of that one. And I point to Orpheus.
Well, magic. You guys should go see, I think her name was Millith? Magic shop's right across the street. Always some type of explosion going off in there.
Alright. Well, I think I'm alright with 200 gold. Anyone else have any issue
Balance,
with that?
roll me a perception check as well.
Perception! Where you at, perception? Boop.
In a side room, kind of behind the counter, you can very easily smell the burnings of a furnace. Seems like maybe everything that was made here is made by him. Seems like a pretty sturdy guy as well. You can see on like the sides of his hand and stuff is like jarred a little bit. Seems like he probably makes the weapons in the shop and all that himself. Maybe has helpers and stuff, but seems like a dwarf that knows his way around weapons. Probably 200 gold is a pretty fair price. Although
Yeah.
again, the hilt itself is almost pure gold, so you're not too sure how much that would be actually worth.
Well, hopefully it's worth at least 200 gold coins, consider.
Well,
Like,
I'm giving you a fair price. He literally weighs it and takes a bag of 200 gold and weighs that, and the 200 gold definitely weighs more than
slams down. Okay.
yeah the sword's weight in gold at least.
If there's no objection.
If you were worried about the price of the gold at the hilt, doesn't seem like there's a lot of gold on there.
But it is etched in gold.
But the sword itself, the craftsmanship. See this? And he kind of tilts it to the light. You can see the line down the center of the divot in it to say that, show that the center of it is very thick, whereas the edges are much thinner. Again, entailing that this is a very finely crafted sword. Probably wouldn't break or chip on swings. Again, it's a +1 longsword, so it's pretty rare to find.
Magical as well, right?
So all plus weapons are technically magical.
Mhm.
Doesn't have magical properties, but it is considered a magical weapon. Correct.
Okay. I think I'm gonna commit to the sale. Is there anything that you'd have for barter as well?
What else would you like? I'd have to take some gold off if you're looking for anything particular.
Well, is there anything any of you were looking for here?
He
I
as you
heard
lift your
the rest of
arms to like kind of like crack your neck or scratch the back of your head, he rolled a 14. Roll me a stealth check if you're trying to hide your lance.
Oh, I'm not trying to hide it.
So he notices your lance. Wow, what is that? Can I? Do you mind?
Sure. I pull it out, and as I pull it out and I hand it out, it just looks like a sword, and then I extend it out to be the full lance and hand it to him.
I've seen something like this before. An extending lance.
Uppercut must be.
Magical properties, for sure. Magical damage. And this end. You've struck creatures with this end as well. Hands it back to you.
As I take it, in my
I'd
hand,
give
I
you
let it
4,000
clap.
gold for it.
4,000 gold?
Not a chance.
Well, as soon as he say that, I take my dagger out and hand to him.
Fair.
Oh.
He
Can I?
He-
I'm gonna move over to him and I'm gonna whisper in his ear.
he's already like at the other side of the room, like looking through like his lances. This is the best looking or best dealing damage lance I have. I'll trade you and still give you 1,000 gold.
No, thank you.
Not for sale,
This
huh?
is a-
I understand.
It's a family weapon.
Puts it back. It was in glass, so he puts it back in the glass that it was in. The other lance that he pulled out.
Mm.
I understand. I have my own family heirloom, and as he turns to close the glass on it, you could see a big axe to the back of him, kind of hidden. It's backwards, meaning like you can see the top of the hilt from the back of him. At the bottom is the blade, like by his butt. Very shiny,
Okay.
very nice looking, double-sided. Got one of me own. Family heirloom. Never sell. You know what I mean. I get your drift. No worries. So yeah, 200 gold, or if you're looking for something else, you can take a look around.
I'll do a little once over, see if there's anything that really stands out.
I hand over him my dagger, by the way. Did he ignore it?
You put the dagger on the table. Yeah, he's gonna
Oh.
walk over and inspect it in a moment. In the meantime, he kind of puts an arm towards like the armor sets and stuff. Some pretty nice looking armor. He points to one in particular that looks like an elvish set.
Mm-hmm.
Thorin, you would definitely recognize it to be something made out of either Nocturne or Sylvain Septorum. Inspecting it closer, Thorin, probably made out of Sylvain Septorum. Maybe has some magical properties to it.
All right. I'd kind of just take a look at the armor and do like a once over, see if I can identify like what type of specific properties it has.
Looks like a +1 set of armor. Not too sure exactly what. It looks like it has both plate and chain. Highly
Is it-
expensive, possibly maybe thousands of gold. Armor is very expensive. There's all different pieces to it, and to buy a full set is quite expensive, especially in a prestigious shop like this. He walks back over. Looking to sell this, young boy? Hopefully you didn't steal this off of someone. Looks
No,
pretty
it's
sinister. Where'd you get this?
it's my family heirloom. My mom gave it to me for Christmas. I don't know. You know what Christmas is?
Family heirloom? I don't know about a family heirloom. This doesn't look like an heirloom at all. Looks like actually ones that I have here, and he pulls out the exact replica of it. Looks at both of them. Although this one that you handed me, he looks to the other side of the room. There is a little target.
Mhm.
By the way, countdown from 5, 4, 3. He throws it at the target. It hits the target, 2, 1, and returns to your side. This one's magical, the one that you handed me, obviously.
I don't
Looks
say
like
anything.
it's bound to you, though.
Well, but what would you buy it for, though?
You want to sell it? It looks like it's bound to you. I don't know if I can rebind it or attune to it. I'm afraid that if you leave my shop, it's just going to reappear at your side. You trying to swindle me?
No. I was just curious.
Yeah, I don't think I could buy it. I'd have to bring it over to Millith with you there and probably spend a couple of days trying to get them to remove the magics and then rebind it to someone else. Too much work.
I'm just kidding. And then I look at Valen and I just laugh.
Balance, he again weighs out the gold, double checks it, counts it for you, and puts the bag on the table.
Take the gold, leave the sword.
You could keep the scabbard. I can't use a scabbard that has someone else's name on it.
Okay. I'll keep the.
Again, it says Granger in common across it.
Yeah, I'll keep that and I'll tuck it away.
Yeah, the scabbard itself was pretty plain looking, not as nice looking as the sword. So you can add 200 gold to your inventory.
All right. Well, thank.
I want to look around.
Okay, I was gonna say.
Anyone else
want to look around?
want to look for anything?
I just want to look and see, are there any quarterstaves or shields that look of good interest to me?
He needs a
roll me-
wooden stick that he can use for magic.
Roll me 2d20s. No. There is staves, but they look pretty plain. Nothing better than what you have. However, there is a nice looking wooden shield. Has some carvings on it. Again, looks like it's from Sylvain Septorum. Kind of similar to the one that's here. Opposite of this one, that looks metal. This one looks like it's made out of wood and painted.
Okay, so I just want to go. I walk over and I just want to inspect the qualities of it. just to see like I'm just basically doing a comparison. I don't really care too much for the visuals of it, but just more like the quality of it.
Yeah, roll me investigation on it. Ah, you like that shield, huh? This one's from the Wood Elves to the south.
Yeah, what do you know about it?
Made out of special wood. Wood that will never break or rust. Well, wood doesn't rust, but wood that'll never break or splinter.
I look at this. I look at this dwarf
Here, you,
for a minute.
Mr. Knight. He again hands you your lance back.
I already had it back.
Take a swing at it.
Oh,
Oh yeah, if you had it back, he tells you take a swing at it.
I pull my lance out. I extend it. And I look at Traherne, and I'm like, "You ready?"
Yeah, you break it, you pay for it.
Yeah, I turn back to the dwarf. Wait a minute. Do I pay for this if it breaks? You're the one telling me to do this.
You think I'm lying about my wares? Trust me, it won't break.
Okay. I'm gonna attack. I'm gonna attack it then.
Okay, go for it. Roll me damage. This is
Alright.
guaranteed hit. Inanimate object.
No, I gotta get that out at least.
Yep.
Nah.
Pretty weak hit compared
Pretty weak
to
hit.
your other hits. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, you hit it, it splinters and snaps, and pieces of the wood chips off.
I take a step back and look over at the dwarf.
The dwarf looks at you and kind of gives you a wink. You look back at the shield, and it's back together.
Ah.
I'll take it.
Self-repairing. Ah, take
How
it.
much?
We find out.
God, I need to play a goofy
300
player
gold.
next time for D&D.
Would you
Wait, 300 gold for a wooden shield?
On your investigation check, it's also a +1.
We should barter with him.
Yeah, so I also have a shield, and as I'm pulling it out, I cast Shillelagh on it to imbue it with magical properties.
Birdcraft on this thing.
Okay, so he saw it, whatever.
Right,
So
the
I
shield.
I handed him my shield. Yeah, I was like, how much would you barter with this item for?
Knock off about. Wood's pretty nice. Knock off about 50 gold.
That brings it to 250.
Yes, sir. And well, this is from your area. Give you a discount for it. Make it an even 200. And a spit shake, of course.
I'm gonna look around for a minute. I'm gonna think about it, but I'm definitely interested.
Of course, my shop is always open. My room is in the back, so if I'm not at the front, just knock on the door.
I literally live here.
Open 24/7.
24/7. So, do
Door
people...
looking for anything?
Not this door.
Do I just... When he say that, I was like, does everybody in this corner of market 24/7? Open 24/7?
Well, no, I get special orders and sometimes takes me into late night. You know, some people are impatient. They want it as soon as it's fresh out of the furnace.
And then I whisper to myself, got it. Do not go in here at night.
What was that?
Nothing. I was talking to myself. I whistle and walk away.
Everyone heading out, or anything else you guys looking for? You looking for anything in regards to here?
Well, we're in a weapon shop, so I was waiting because we're gonna go to a tailor.
There's some pretty nice looking javelins.
Okay. How much? I'll look at it. Let me just do an investigation on that. So, what javelin stands out to me the most?
There's all different types.
Okay.
There's ones that are curved at the top. There's ones that are very narrow and black. The wood itself is black. There's ones that have serrated tips. All different kinds.
Ooh,
Any that look like a lightning bolt?
ooh, what about that one right there? The one with the skull at the between the handle and the blade. What about that's one on the wall? That one right there. The one on the top to your left, Johan. That one.
Javelin of Death.
Yeah, what is that?
I smell
told
blood
you,
from it.
I'd have
I
to
smell
kill
blood
you.
from it. I smell blood from it.
You smell blood
I
from
told
it.
you I'd have to kill you. Just the name is Javelin of Death.
Is it for sale?
Pretty self-implied. Of course it's for sale. Everything in this shop's for sale, except for my family heirloom.
So if you can't tell me much about the item itself, can you tell me where it came from?
Javelin of Death. I
Like
literally
that.
say that. I'm like,
It comes from
Javelin.
Devil's Tongue,
Devil's
made by the Tieflings.
How much for it?
Well, usually you buy javelins in a bunch, but this one's special. 150 gold for the single javelin. No guarantees on it, but from what I hear from the stories, you only need one.
See, that sounds very very expensive for such a vague description. You take so much pride in your other equipment here. Are you trying to run one by me on this?
I move over to him and I cast Detect Magic over it.
As you're doing that, he beckons for you to come close and whispers in your ear for her.
Mm-hmm.
It's said that this will one-shot anything that hits, as long as you're able to hit.
Sorry, you cut out a little. One shot what?
It'll one-shot anything that it hits, as long as you're able to hit with it. And you detect magic on it, right? Power word death is imbued in this javelin.
Can I detect how many times it'll actually trigger that?
Once. It has one charge.
Wraith, you tell me this?
Yeah, I explained it to him. So this weapon
It's nicknamed the one-shot javelin.
It's enchanted with power word death. It'll only activate.
We don't speak those words here, Mr. Knight.
You just call it Javelin of Death.
The words of the actual incantation. PW death. We don't say that.
It's okay. So I lean over to Wraith. I'm just like, so should you think I should get it? Is it worth it?
It's only one use. It could help us in one situation should you actually hit the target with it.
Yeah, no guarantees that it won't break after it hits.
Nah.
Are you familiar with? So it sounds like you're familiar with this type of magic. So do you know if mending or something like that type of magic will work if it does break?
Magical items usually have a specific amount of charges. Again, this is nicknamed the one shot.
Well, now
You got one shot.
Yeah, it sounds like Ballads has provided some more useful information about this, and now that we know it only has one use, are you willing to come down a little bit on the price? And I'll be happy to take it
I'm
off
already
your hands.
giving you a discount. This thing's probably worth more than my life. You know how hard it was to get something like this?
An awful human being. I literally pictured it poking him with it.
Yeah, he doesn't hand it to you either. It is
Okay.
like encased and like locked up.
Okay.
It is how Orpheus described it. It has a skull on one end and full black. Looks extremely sinister.
I understand that. But let me ask you this. So, how long have you had this item?
4 years.
4 years. Well, I understand this this weapon has meaning to you, but it's doing nothing collecting dust on the shelf, and it seems like in 4 years no other person has walked by interested in buying it. So I'll take it for 100 gold.
Persuasion check.
Let's see. Oh shit.
Dust or not, I'm pretty successful, pretty big shop. Not too worried about selling something underpriced. Again, my wares are the top quality. If I tell you it does something, it's gonna do it.
All right. You know
Something
what?
like this for someone from maybe the Thieves Guild would be an extremely useful item.
All right. I have one more thing of interest that you might want. Are you interested in a large barrel of coffee? This coffee is out of this world.
No, coffee gives me the shits.
Okay. All
Although
right.
that stuff from the tavern down the street is not too bad. More ice cream than coffee.
Well, as you see, I have 2 coffee cups in my hands right now. I need to be able to carry this sword. You want to buy this cup of coffee off me? It's still hot.
I thought you dropped one already.
I drank
I'm
it. But I
pretty
didn't
sure
drink it all.
you drank it and like passed it around, maybe.
Yeah,
No one wanted it.
but you drank one already. You said earlier.
Yeah.
You're a coffee
Yeah.
addict. I'm sure you would have drank the shit out of that one.
Yeah, you
Oh,
already
fine,
drank
fine,
it.
fine. All right, take my gold. Take my gold.
You're buying
Yeah, I'll buy
Javelin of Death.
I'll buy the javelin. You said 150, right?
Right.
You're gonna give that to
150.
You bought your staff already? Or your shield already?
I'm not buying the shield. I'm buying this for here.
All right, you may add 1 Javelin of Death minus 150 gold from your character sheet.
I send you what it looked like.
I'll add it in next week.
I'll send you what it looked like, Danger.
Did anyone else want to do anything here, or did we want to go check out the?
What'd you say, Tofu?
I send you what it looked like. Also,
Yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah.
I'll
No,
add it in for next week as well.
Thurin kind of looks at the storekeep and goes, "So all this equipment, you made it yourself, or?"
Some imported. For the most part, some of the wares, good portion of the wares here, I've either made or made adjustments to.
Have you ever worked with enchantments?
Well, we do have a magic shop right across the street. Anything that you want enchanted, usually, you buy the item here, we go across the street, we work together, we both get a cut.
Alright. I don't really need anything at the store. Nothing really perks my interest.
Your accent. You're an elf, huh?
I am.
Always welcome the elves here. Some of your wares are some of the best that we get imported. Appreciate your kind. Although nothing beats a dwarven war axe, if you know what I mean.
They are good weapons.
Good day to you all. Come back soon, yeah?
Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Orpheus, what were you saying before you left? I think you're muted.
I was like, I think Johan gonna be back for the shield if you give him more discount as I walk out.
I've already
don't
given
have-
him a pretty good price. But bring me some cool things, cool items, rare stuff. More of those cool swords that one brought over. Where did he say you got this again?
Not from around here. Not from around here.
Yeah, but what kind of undead? Never seen anything crafted like this. As you guys are walking out, he's
The one
still
that used
inspecting
to
it.
be human.
The one that was dead
Human.
and living at the same time.
What the hell is a human? As you guys are walking out.
And then when Orpheus had said what he said earlier, I just kind of mentioned in the group, I was like, yeah, I don't have enough for both, but I think this will be the best for the group, and I'm going to take it back to Kahir.
Cool. You guys head out.
Mm-hmm.
Where would you like to go next?
I think Thorn wanna go to the magic shop, right?
Magic shop.
I want to go to the magic shop. Oh.
Yeah, magic shop, and then I also need to go over to like the tailoring area.
Cats!
to
There's
Taylor
so
too.
many cats!
Harry's over there.
Welcome
staring
to-
at a pussy.
Welcome to Millet's Magic Shop. A little, she seems little, tiny little gnomish girl runs up. She has little cat ears on, and there's
See
literally
that?
cats all over the place.
Oh, it's so cute.
Welcome to my shop, she says. Come in, come in.
Hi. I just run
She
to her
ushers
and
you
try
in.
to touch her ear.
3 cats are following you guys as you walk in.
Look at Lolly, don't.
What can I do
What?
for you all? Elves? Humans? I've heard of humans. Are you humans?
Me?
No, this guy. And he looks at Valance and all the armor.
Oh, I to be honest, I don't know what he is. I will never see his face.
Her eyes haze over for a second, then come back. Yeah, you're definitely a human. No pointy ears.
Most certainly.
We've heard of humans. You're not going to kill me, are you?
You,
I'm pretty powerful.
who
I have no
kills?
reason-
Would you say,
Oh.
Wraith?
I have no reason to harm you.
Okay. Either way, I don't think you'd be able to hurt me, I'd hope. I don't know. They said that humans are crude creatures. Said they couldn't use magic, but everyone could use magic. If they tried. That's what this shop's for. And she claps her hands and folds them. Anyway, what are you looking for? What can I help you with? We have almost every spell known to man. Known to gnome. Ha, see what I did there? Known to gnome.
I don't know if anyone laughed, but Orpheus laughed.
She sitting there like this.
Like a metronome.
I started doing the same. I was like, Thorin, you needed something, right?
Yeah, and Thurin kind of walks by and he sees all the books laying on the table, and he kind of just walks over and is just browsing through all the books and the books on the bookshelf.
Tons and tons and tons of spells, all different languages. Languages you know, languages you don't know. Depends if you're looking for anything specific.
I PM'd you.
Can I pick up a cat?
And as I'm browsing through the books, I kind of like cock my head towards the storekeep, and I'm like, "Do you do enchantments, by the way?"
Indeed. We do. What are you PMing me, Radix?
Something that I was looking for.
Oh, you're looking
If
for
it's in the store
enchantment?
or not.
You're
Well,
looking for a
that's-
specific enchantment, right?
Yeah, a specific book or a specific enchantment.
I mean, yeah, you could speak to her about it. Give her descriptions and stuff.
As I was peering through the books, I was looking to see if there's any like goldish books with wings that appear out of it.
Goldish book with wings. What is it? What are you looking for? I rolled a 20, by the way.
Book of Exalted Deeds.
What is that?
It's a DD5E. It's pretty much a rare book that after reading it, it increases your max wisdom by +2.
Why Book of Exalted Deeds is banned in almost every campaign.
Yup.
Because it makes clerics OP.
Well, I
Zep,
rolled a 20.
Zep was like,
Book
uh-huh,
of
I know what he's doing.
Exalted Her ears kind of wiggle for a second and then pop up. Boop. Yes, I believe we do. She grabs the ladder, slides it across, hops up, and starts going up to the very top shelf, right-hand corner. This one? And she throws it, and it flies down to you. It is indeed the Book of Exalted Deeds.
What?
And I
Quite
kinda looked at
expensive.
it.
She looks to one side. Well, at least I think it's quite expensive. She points at a chalkboard.
Mhm.
The chalkboard The chalk begins to float and writes, "Welcome to my shop. My name is Millith Catseer.
Yeah.
Are you looking to buy this book?"
Yes. No.
Perhaps. How
So-
much are you looking for this book?
This is technically my shop, but my grandfather used to own it. He's dead, but, well, he still speaks to us through the chalkboard. The book is very expensive. Can you actually afford it? You look poor.
Uh,
How much are you looking for the book?
He writes 10,000.
10,000?
10,000. Yeah, that is quite expensive. Perhaps another time. Don't think I
The
can afford
chalkboard
anything
taps
near
against
that.
the chalk taps against the chalkboard, and the book magically comes out of your hands, goes back up to the shelf, and slides back in. Underneath the 10,000, in parentheses, it says, "We can reserve for 10 gold should you come back within a year." Close parentheses. No refunds on deposit.
Damn.
That worked for me. I'll reserve it.
The chalk again taps on the chalkboard, and the book comes out, comes down, flies behind the chalkboard, and if you look underneath the chalkboard, slams into a glass encasing. The glass encasing closes, and the chalkboard again. What is your name?
My name is Thurin.
Doran. ... Of ...
Nocturne. ...
Nocturne. The chalkboard puts a question mark. Last name underlines the Nocturne.
Yes.
Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation. Okay, in big letters. And it seals, and your name appears, Thorin Nocturne, on the glass itself. Kind of cool looking.
Let's go.
Looks to if you were to do an Arcana check, if you want to do an Arcana check to figure out what that seal is,
Oh,
Is
11.
11.
11. Some type of sealing spell is definitely encased in this. Probably wouldn't be able to be opened unless some type of password or code is inscribed on top of the box.
Alright, very cool.
Nice.
The chalk falls to the ground, and a pen begins to levitate.
Mhm.
Piece of parchment, it writes down a code and rolls it and hands it to you.
Alright.
Chalkboard,
I take-
the chalk again comes up and says, "Don't lose. If you forget your passcode, you cannot buy the book."
Alright. So I kind of take the parchment, I kind of unroll it just so I can read it and then roll it back up.
While they doing that, I wanna ask Millet, are you familiar with the Book of Shadow?
You asking the chalkboard or the little girl?
The little girl named Millet, right? The cat seer?
They're both. It seems like maybe that's their last name.
Oh, no, I talking to the cat ear.
The girl, the cat-eared girl.
Yeah, while
Her
holding the
ears
cat. Yeah, while holding the cat.
Tiffany Billith.
Yeah,
Yes.
Tiffany.
I have. Are you a warlock? Sorry for
Yes,
the
I-
loud voice.
That's not loud. Yes, I am. Do you know much about the Book of Shadow?
What do you want to know? Information isn't free though. She holds out a hand.
Well, you see, I don't have much money. But I hand her like 5 silver equal 1 gold, right?
That's over.
Oh, 10 silver, yeah. Can I give her 5 silver? I'll give her 5 silver.
She hands you back 4 and says, 1 silver for information is fine. She puts it in
Okay.
her little satchel thing.
Okay.
Again, what do you want to know?
You see, like I just recently got this book during our adventure, and every time I touch it, something weird happened.
Well, you didn't just magically get it. You got it from your pack owner. You're a warlock.
Oh,
Do you talk to a demon? Is he scary?
I hand over my hand.
Ah, I get it. All right, fine. I'll answer your question.
Okay.
What was your question again?
Do you know what to stop the random spell trigger effect on the book?
Well, you haven't written it yet, have you?
No, I haven't. Every time
Well,
I touch
that's
it,
the problem.
something. What do I write in
Once
there?
you write a spell in it, maybe the magics that are randomly being cast is because of all the blank pages.
Oh, so
Right?
do
It's all
you?
blank.
Yeah, I mean, beside the first 2 pages and my name on it, it's all blank. You're right.
Yeah. So it
do-
keeps casting a random spell because it doesn't know what to cast for you. At least that's what I think. The chalkboard begins to write. She is correct. You're an idiot.
That's just mean. So do you have the spell?
That's a smiley face at the end.
Do you have some spell like for traveling adventurers? Like what's it called? Something
What level
with
spell are
the
you looking for? She hops up.
something with the L tiny hut. Something L tiny
Levitate?
hut.
You looking for levitate?
No. Something
have
with
that.
L. Something with L tiny hut. Do you know that spell?
Tiny hut? What spell are you actually looking for?
Lemon tiny hut.
Yep, they have it. Yeah, we got that. What level is that again? Is that 3, 2?
I think it's a level 3 spell.
Yeah, we've got that. She rushes over to the 3rd bookshelf on the far left corner. Again, moves the ladder over, climbs out about halfway, pulls out a scroll instead of a book. Scroll's rolled up. She unrolls it. Do you speak Dwarvish?
No, I don't. But I know a spell to read anything.
Ah,
What you?
you're a good warlock, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. She closes it. It's in Dwarvish. If you could read it.
How much is
Let's
that?
see. Good question. Grandpa? Grandpa writes, level 1, 50 gold. Level 2, 100 gold. Level 3, 150 gold. ... Circle's 150.
Well, since it's not exactly in a common language, do you give a discount?
Roll a persuasion check. What are you PMing me, Radix?
Nothing.
Oh, I got you. You explained the thing.
A 12.
Roll the 2. Human, it writes on the chalkboard. ... Can cast spells? Question.
Yeah. ...
Fine. If you tell people you learned magic from our shop. ... 100 gold. Exclamation point. Underline. Once and only offer. No
Well,
other discounts. Exclamation point.
I look over to the roof and I put my hand out. Can I borrow some money?
trying to purchase?
Do you explain to Valence that if you are able to buy the scroll and put it into your book, random spells won't start shooting off anymore?
Yeah, I explained to him. That's what the girl said.
You definitely heard all that from the girl, Valence.
Yeah.
The girl basically said it's because your book is empty that random stuff keeps happening.
I don't know. I'm waiting for it to have repercussions against him first.
I mean,
And
he
then-
already lost his silver dagger. He doesn't know if he has anymore.
And then I also explained I heard that the spell that I'm trying to get gonna be really useful while traveling. It's gonna be in the wild for a while. It's like making a place to stay.
Yep. Think about what spell this is as we pan back to Kahir in the bath. Kahir, what you doing?
His ball wrinkles.
About how long? About a half hour after they leave. He was playing with his little wooden duck.
I thought you were
around
gonna
the
play
bubble.
something else. Jesus.
No, he's
Well,
got
he
a
did
little
say-
wooden duck that he pulled out of his pouch, and he set it up on the tub, and he's just kind of relaxed and chilling with the bubbles, and he gets himself clean. He plays with the little duck, and he's popping bubbles, and singing to himself, and just having a grand old time. About a half hour after they leave, he finally gets out of the tub and kind of does some stretches, and he picks up his things, and he travels back to the main room. Sits on the edge
roll
of
me
the
a
bed.
perception check as you are leaving the bathroom. Above you, a little tiny piece of parchment begins to fall down in front of you. And lands on
Reaches
the floor.
up and
Alright,
reaches
yeah.
down and takes it.
You open it up.
Yep. Try to read
It
it.
says, Kahir, hope you're doing well. See you soon, I hope. Love, Lizette.
Oh.
How? What? Now me confused.
Do you look up?
Me confused. Yes. He's like looks up.
You see
where
a
it
very
goes.
tiny little portal thing. Not sure what it is. You're not too magically inclined. Do you want to do an Arcana check?
I'll give it a shot.
Go for it. Again, you're not too magically inclined. Let's see, what would be the DC? Ooh, I rolled a 20.
I was gonna say for him, probably 20.
Yeah, I rolled a 20. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, you're not too sure. Probably some type of magic sent a message to you somehow. As the portal shrinks and closes.
Oh. He looks back at the thing. That's sweet. Me miss Lizette.
I'm
Wonder
assuming
if we
you're.
could get a portal to or message to her. How? You're assuming what?
No. Wanson, you walked out. I'm assuming you're getting dressed.
Yeah, he kind of like sits on the edge of the bed and he's just like kind of mending his pants and fixing some of the little rips and sews them up, and he takes out a raw like sheet of leather from one of his hunts and kind of gently takes a knife and cuts out a patch and kind of patches one of the holes and just tidies up his clothes. And
Roll me a survival check. Let's see how well you do with this. Not the greatest. Not too bad, but not the greatest. Definitely patches up the holes, but definitely a different color leather. You could tell that you patched it rather than it was like expertly done and did it from behind. You just did it right on top. Not too bad though. Does the job.
looks like the rest of the pants.
Yeah, no more draft through the the side thigh. Anything else before we pan back to the group? Are you staying here? Or are you heading out? Taking a nap?
Nah, I think he's just gonna kind of just take a rest and wait for the gnomes to call and be ready.
Yeah. Again, you would be able to have a short rest if you needed it, but you don't. So I'm assuming you're just reading over the note, thinking about Lizette, taking a little
Yep.
nappy nap.
He is
Kinda
gonna
dreaming.
take out like a parchment and kind of write a note back. And
Yeah.
periodically he'll kind of get up and check that same spot and see if the same portal comes out and see if he
Oh.
can't slip something through.
Cool. Sounds good. All right, back to the group. Back at the magic shop. Okay, once again, what was the spell you were looking for, Tofu? As the little girl thinks to herself?
Lemon Tiny Hut.
Lemon Tiny Hut. Lemon Tiny Hut. Grandpa, the chalkboard puts a dot, dot, dot. SOLD dot, dot, dot. OUT dot. Underline. Sold out.
Okay. Well, do you have
Did you buy the other one? Oh, you were talking to Wraith about it. Did he
Yeah,
give you the
and
gold, or
no,
you
but you
guys
say
talking about
so.
it?
You say it's sold out. So
no? There was a different one that you were asking for.
no, that's the same one.
Oh, we had that one. I thought you were asking for something else.
I don't know. No, I was asking for money first.
Oh yeah, good. So yeah, she
Yeah.
has that one. She pulled it out, and it's written in Dwarvish. She has it in her hand. I thought you were looking for a different spell.
No. I'm still looking for that one.
Disregard. Rewind. The chalkboard erases. Never mind. It's in her hand.
There was an enchantment I was hoping to find.
Enchantment? What are you looking to enchant? She says, as her ears again perk up. The ears are not actually on her head. It looks like a headband. But somehow they keep perking up and moving around.
Okay.
The cats are constantly following you around. There's a white cat, black cat, orange cat.
I'm holding one on my head, on my
a
arm, by
naked
the way, the
cat
whole time.
with no fur on it.
He's gonna take the cat for ransom.
I'm holding the naked cat with me the whole time, by the way.
I was gonna say you're definitely holding the naked one.
Yeah.
I was looking to potentially get a spell that would allow me to summon a steed or something along those lines.
Steed.
Or potentially even change my appearance.
Well, disguise self is pretty common. If you would like a scroll of that, if you're a wizard, you could probably copy it into a spell book. Otherwise, the scroll will only do the job once.
True, but if I enchant it on an object...
True. Good thinking, she says. Do you have an object that you're willing to enchant?
I do.
You definitely do. Yeah. You have the fox mask.
Uh-huh.
Can I see?
Yeah, here you go. I pull the mask out and hand it to her.
She thinks it's the cutest thing in the world. She rips off the cat ears, throws them, puts on the mask. How do I look?
I love it.
What
I
does
like
a
that.
fox say?
Ding 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 ding. I love that mask too.
We could probably enchant this. He looks at the bottom.
I was actually looking for like Alter Self.
There's some scratchings at the bottom. You're not looking to steal here, are you?
I
can't read them. Are you part of the Thieves Guild? Are you trying to do something here? The chalkboard. Dot, dot, dot. Nothing out of the ordinary. I can sense what they're doing. Dot, dot, dot.
Sense what who we're doing.
I'm a wizard. The chalkboard says.
Harry.
I'm a wizard, Harry.
This is my shop. Dot, dot, dot.
Fair enough. I'd like to get this mask enchanted with the ability to alter myself.
Yeah, what were you looking for? What's the spell name?
Alter Self.
Let's see. Oh, so basically, this will not only change how you look, but it'll change, like, you can breathe on the water, swimming
Yeah.
speed, like, you can turn yourself into actually, like, a different creature, grow fangs, claws, so on.
It's
So
more
it's
of a
a little bit better
survival
than,
mechanism.
yeah, it's a little bit better than Disguise Self.
If
The
it
other
con-
But it's
option I was
still a
looking at,
concentration.
Is
yeah,
that concentration? It's
It
concentration,
is still
right?
concentration, but if you enchant it on something, depending on how good the enchantment is, it'll either have charges or it will be always.
yeah. But yeah, it was either that or I wanted to like potentially do like Greater Steed, but I was like, that's a little too high of a level for like our current level.
So the she found Disguise Self, Alter
Alter
what did you
Cell.
say? Alter Self, but she did not find anything in regards to Steed. She rolled a 1.
Okay.
Or summoning scrolls. Usually summonings are not in a scroll form.
Yeah.
Very, very long text in regards to the summoning. Very rare to find an item that summons things, Mr. Tofu. Enter her.
How much would it cost to enchant this onto this mask?
Let's see. Well, first you would have to buy the spell, and the spell is a level 3 spell, right?
2.
Level 2.
Yeah,
Okay.
I figured two is the most reasonable for me to have at this point in the game.
Level 2 is 100 gold, but technically plus the item that you're supplying, so you don't have to pay for supplies for the item. We give you a discount. It would take about a half a day.
That's fine.
Do you want it forever, or do you want it with specific charges? Forever costs more. Charges is random in regards to how many charges.
How much would it cost forever? Versus.
Well, let's see. 100 gold. You're already supplying the item. The item is not indestructible, meaning I can break this, though forever would be hard. Roll me a persuasion check if you're... It's gonna be expensive, but depending on how well you're... I mean, she loves the mask. She's already enthralled by you, so... I mean, makes it breaks it.
I was gonna say...
She rolled a 4, so yeah. We'll call it an even 200. 100 for the forever enchantment, 100 for the scroll. I was going to give you a discount if you were just buying the scroll because of the cute mask, but it's a lot of work involved. I'd have to probably spend all day with Grandpa. He has to tell me what to do.
Yeah. I'd like to do that personally, and then I'll give you whatever gold I have remainder if you need it to get your whatever you're getting, unless the elf has anything for you.
Orpheus, Valence is speaking to you.
Oh no, I was just doing that hand the whole time. I just like put it at the whole group, so it would be like Johan or Johan, Valence and Thorin. I just like please.
So Wraith, are you giving him like 40 and leaving yourself 7, or what do you? How much are you leaving for yourself?
I was gonna give him like 35 and leave the rest for me.
Okay. So
That's all.
Orpheus, he hands you about 35 gold on the dot. So the girl says half now, half when it's finished, as a deposit. And again, it'll be finished probably by 12. It's about half day. It's mid-afternoon at the moment.
Boy things. So I gave,
You can minus the 200 now, but yeah.
Okay.
You hand over 100, and you expect another 100 on.
Yeah, I'll submit that I've already paid it all now, so it's done. And so
Name,
we don't forget
please.
later. My name is Valens Scalagus Dragoon.
How do you spell the last one? Is it like dragon, or
Except
is
for
it with
2
a Y
O's.
at the end? Oh, Dragon with 2 O's?
Mhm.
She writes pretty well.
Yeah, good.
God, if I was a swashbuckler or anything, I would have made an O-face joke.
So I look over at Thorin and I was like, so you're not getting anything out?
No. For now.
I'm not gonna get. Okay,
No, he's
so here's
on
my
that
thing.
artifact in the glass case.
If he's
Oh,
not gonna
that's
get the
right.
sum,
10,000 gold. You got to save.
if he's not gonna get the total sum to buy the thing, I don't see the point in giving him the gold.
Well, yeah. I mean, you could tell him that you're offering that amount of gold if someone can pay the rest.
Yeah.
I'm still begging, but while I'm doing that, can I ask the girl, Tiffany, do you have anything that help Warlock cast more spell?
Warlock.
Oh, she already asked if I'm Warlock earlier.
No, I missed that part.
You should probably already know this, but not a lot that warlocks can do to cast more spells unless their pact owner helps them somehow.
Well, you see, during my
It's not like you're a wizard and you can do things, or a sorceress who can draw upon more power in exchange for their life force.
well, I came across this wizard on the way before I met you guys. He mentioned something.
You're not a wizard.
No, I came across a
Chalkboard
wizard,
begins to write.
and
You're a warlock, you evil bitch. You don't know how to cast spells correctly. Demons are not real. ...
Hey, don't be mean. And then I speak in Inferno. You evil bitch. And then I speak back in
It writes
common.
back in infernal. Demon language.
And then I speak back. I was like, the wizard told me something about a book called what's it called? Cortex something of the creators.
What are you looking for? What's
Cortex.
the actual name of it?
Cortex of the creator. It's a spell book.
Context of the greater?
Cortex. Cortex.
Oh, of the creators. Sorry, Tofu, I'm not seeing anything in regards to that.
No, it's fine. I was just asking, but I turned over to Thorin and I was like,
Anyway.
yeah, I turned over to Thorin. I was like, well, if he give me 35 gold, I have 4 gold, so I think I need 61 gold. Can I borrow the 61 gold?
61 gold seems to be a lot of money. Is anyone else able to contribute?
Well, that spell good for us though. I think if I understand
You're
that spell
pretty familiar with
correctly.
what he's trying to buy. It basically
Yeah.
makes you guys a hut for when there's long rests.
Mm-hmm.
Shelter, so that Kahir doesn't have to build tents and stuff.
And
Well,
I
Kahir's
think
pretty
that
good at building tents.
and I think that spell like you can
Kind
see
of
through
a-
the,
Kind of
Well-
a little. You would think it's probably a little waste of money, but then again, if it rains and stuff, tents don't really hold up too well.
well that spell work like the way it work, like you can look to the outside, but the outside look in, they cannot see it. So you have advantage and stuff, I guess. But no hard feeling though. No hard feeling though. It's a lot of money, so if you guys don't, I can buy it later.
Here it's like a penny. Tofu.
I mean, yeah, I don't understand that, but I was just like, well, I guess that's a lot of money to people. I'll just buy it later when we stop by my home, and then I can get some money. It's okay.
Thurin reaches into his pocket and just pulls out the 65 gold and hands it over to him.
Oh, I only need 61. Here you go.
61.
Okay.
Alright, so Wraith and Radix, make sure you minus that from your character sheets, the amount of gold you're handing over to Tofu.
Did we give him?
And-
We gave him the money. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he has enough. Tofu, you buy the scroll.
Yeah,
You
I
now have
hand
a
it.
scroll of what the hell is it called again? The hut making scroll.
The Liamin's tiny hut.
There you go. Tiny hut scroll written in Dwarven.
Before I hand over, can I talk to the girl? And I said, have you ever touched a book of shadow?
No. Do I
Do you
look
wanna
like a
touch?
warlock? She says.
Do you
She
want to
still
see
has the
one?
fox mask on, by the way.
Do you want to see one? And give me some discount? Some more discount.
The chalk on the board writes, "Ask again," and the price goes back to regular price.
Jeez. Okay.
I already wrote final offer.
Here's 100
Exclamation
gold.
point.
Here's 100 gold.
She takes it, hands you the scroll. You now have the
Okay.
scroll, again written in Dwarvish. Anything else I could do for you, gentlemen? And she sits down and puts her head on her shoulders, kind of like what she's looking like right now.
I'm good here. Do you got anything else?
Yeah, I had a question.
Master Thorin, I have your book on reserve. Master Balance, working on your mask. He still has it on, by the way. And Master, what was your name? She points at you, Orpheus, as she's writing her bill of sale.
Obvious.
Orpheus, human, yes?
Something like that, yes. Yes, I'm just kidding. I'm a human.
She looks over at you, Traherne. Mr. Wood Elf, what can I do for you?
Yeah, I've heard of some like magical stones that can float around someone's head or like in the sky.
Magical beads? We have different types of beads.
Yeah, I think it's called I don't know how to pronounce it, like a unstone. I'll send it to you.
Magical bead.
That's Yuan stone.
Yuan stone. Are you familiar with it, Danger?
Looking it up.
It's
There's
it's a pretty high level item. I sent you a list.
Very
of, like,
rare.
low level items.
Oh, there's all different. There's rare, very rare, legendary. Yeah, so there's all different kinds.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14. Roll me 1d14. Let's see how many they have.
Ooh, this is a really good one. It's only usable by druids too.
They have
You're
all
talking
14. Which are you looking for?
We might have to talk about it after the episode, but reserve.
Reserve.
You all metagaming over here.
Let's see the price of it.
Not me.
Wraith, what was the other one that you sent?
I sent you a list of like normal low level items that you would get up in the early
Okay.
game.
Yeah, that's
So she opens a drawer, scrounges around, pulls out a bead, again cased in like a glass. Vibrant purple, almost looks like a dye like this, but a purple color. Looks like a little prism. Thorin, roll me a Arcana check as well, as he pulls out this bead.
Can I also roll it, or do I know it?
14.
No, Thorin, it specifically will feel the magics from this and recognize. Thorin, this is very reminiscent to your Heal Guardian when it had that stored spell, and you're still attuning to your necklace, you feel some of that magic again from this bead, almost as if the construct of that golem, or that the shield guardian, has some type of magic like this imbued in it. And again, for her, and it seems like you know what this is, being that you're asking for it. It basically does the same thing. It can store some spells in it. Is that what you're looking for?
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yep.
It's a neat looking bead.
Looks like that
Quite
bead's been
expensive.
places. Yeah.
Looks to be about, what do you say, Grandpa? 500? 1,000! Exclamation point! Exclamation point! Stop trying to give discount to the nice-looking elves.
How about that seems a little bit out of my price range. Do you mind if I look around on the other side over here for a
so
second?
he begins to list out. So the ones that are rare are 1,000. The ones that are very rare are 2,000, and the legendaries are 5,000.
Okay. How about let me find this.
Again, it
How
is
about-
definitely a shopping episode, by the way. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, no, it's okay. It's okay.
Gonna be 2 episodes shopping.
I didn't completely plan for that, so I'm trying to research while we're playing. Okay, so how about I tell her that that's a little bit outside my price range right now, but I may come back later for it. And I was wondering, what about capes? Do you carry any magically imbued capes in this shop?
We do enchantments. If you have a cape that you want to enchant, you bring it here and let me know what you're trying to do with it.
Okay.
She takes off the fox mask, puts it in again a case for you, Balance, writes on the case, and it again seals. She hands you a piece of parchment with the passcode on it, and I'll PM you what the passcode is.
All right.
Please make sure you remember your passcode for when you pick up your item. We've had people try and come as disguised self and magics and pretend that they're someone trying to pick up an item that they paid for. We can tell right away if they don't have the passcode. But Grandpa's pretty good at usually detecting intruders. Some people are very sly though and say that they're picking up for someone else. If they don't have the passcode, they can't get it. Anyway, back to you, nice looking elf. Yes, we can enchant whatever you like. You'd have to tell me exactly what you're trying to do, and we can see if there's a spell that'll match it. If we have the spell, well, you saw, as this guy wanted to view his mask, we can do the same thing. There is a tailor right across the street, though, if you were looking for a cloth or a cape or a hood. Maybe see them, come to an agreement. If you want to view something from them, sometimes they get a discount. But I like you. I can give you a better discount than them if you buy the cloth from them. And bring it here. This way I don't have to pay them.
Okay. That sounds good. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, guys. The cats kind of like you. As the cats are still surrounding Orpheus in particular, who's holding the naked cat.
I'm still holding it, by the way, the whole time.
All of
just
them are
petting it.
purring and like rubbing against their legs. You guys heading out?
Mm-hmm.
Find the cat.
How much the cat? I'm just kidding.
She shoots you a devilish look.
I'm just kidding. And then I put
She
the
puts
cat
the
down.
cat ears back on.
I love cat. You know. I love cat.
She again looks to you, Valance. Your mask will be ready in the morning. Don't forget to come back. And Master Thorin, see you whenever you have the money for your reserved item. Hopefully soon.
See you in a year.
And again, you're very cloaked up, so she attempts to look underneath again. Can't really see you though.
Theron just kind of nods and just turns around to walk out the store.
Everyone else heading out?
Yeah.
Anywhere else you guys would like to go?
Quick stop at the tailor.
Taylor.
I think 4 of us need a tailor.
No, only you and
Or me and Balance need Taylor.
All right, so I don't have a transition scene or anything for Taylor, but Taylor is in a market circle. You walk in. Welcome to Blues Taylor. What can I do for you?
oh, before we walk in, I'm really gonna find a street food store and get us like 4 portion of like something to eat, like just like street food, like some skewer,
There's
like
some
kebab. And,
kebabs
yeah, some
grilling
kebab.
right next door.
Yeah, can I get 4
A
of
street
them?
vendor.
Just
Sure.
you can make it fast.
It'll
How
be
much is
4
it?
copper. Copper
Okay.
each.
And then I
Roll me a
give
d20 to see how they taste. They are pig.
and I get I give each of us I give it one.
After you just begged everyone for money.
Yeah, 18.
Yeah, they're pretty fucking good.
Yeah, I was like, oh, this tastes amazing. Here you go. Try it out,
Definitely
guys.
the good part of the pig, not the rear end, if you know what I mean.
So I hand it to you guys one. It's like, try it, guys. It's really good.
Pretty good, except for Traherne, who doesn't eat anything meat related.
Oh,
He probably gives it back to you.
and then I asked, do you guys want
Dip it
some
in your
more?
coffee.
The shopkeep looks at you and says, "Oh, Wood Elf probably doesn't eat meat. Here you go," and hands you a pepper, tomato, a couple different things grilled, some grilled vegetables.
Like a kebab.
Yeah,
Like,
kebab.
yeah,
It's kebab store.
Exactly. Instead of a meat
Yeah.
kebab, it's a vegetable kebab.
Yeah.
And then I hand him an extra copper for that then.
He throws it back at you.
Oh. Well, thank
We
you.
treat we treat our elvish folk quite well here.
Oh, thank you. I'll be
Not
back
you,
soon.
Him.
Well, thanks for him.
That's right. That's how you treat your betters. I mean, different.
And then we go to the tailor shop, I guess. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Again, welcome to Blues Taylor. What can I do for you? Have any nicks, tears, cuts? We sew them
looking
all
f-
back up
I'm looking
magically.
for a pair of. Do you carry like a pair of X large pants?
I whisper to him, shiny. Whisper to Johan, shiny one. The shiny one.
I don't. Did he say shiny? I don't think he said shiny, but I don't remember.
How XL are you looking for, Master Elf? Your size, bigger, smaller,
like maybe
rotund,
maybe two
muscular?
of me.
2 of you.
Yeah. Waist wise.
like
He
two of
pulls
me.
out a.
I'm a
waist
tiny.
space.
I'm a tiny one.
He pulls out one of those, string rulers. What do they call that? With the
Measure.
tailor, where he measures up.
Measuring tape.
It's really close to your crotch. Yeah.
It's called a measuring tape.
Measuring tape.
Thank you. Pulls out a measuring tape. Begins to measure your turn. Gets very close to your junk, and then does it again with your leg. Comes around. 2 of you, huh? What about muscular-wise? Big on the shoulders,
Yeah.
big on the
a lot
biceps.
more round, yeah, on the biceps. But why are you measuring my biceps for pants?
Well, you said 2 of you. I gotta see
Yeah.
what your figure is in total in order to measure out how
okay.
long pants need to be.
Maybe he assumed you were gonna wear the other pair on your arm.
But
more round.
But
more,
I bumped her and I was like, a shiny one, right? Shiny one.
I don't think
2 of you. What is he? 10 feet tall?
he's
Or she? I don't know who you're buying things from.
Wait, is he 6 feet tall? I think he's
What'd you say you were, Zeph? 6'9"
He's
or
6'4".
something like that?
6'4". Yeah, 6'4".
250 pounds of pure
Yeah.
muscle.
it's for a big guy, so much bigger than me. If you have a few different options, I
Dragonborn?
can take a look.
Dragonborn are pretty big.
No,
You would think probably Dragonborn would fit. However, they probably need to sew up the hole in the back for the tail.
Yeah, that's true. Because I have seen.
Depends. Depends on the Dragonborn. Dragonborn don't have tails.
True. Some of them. Some of them
Yes.
have little nubbies.
Maybe something.
Yeah, the Draken blood do.
I
Something-
need to get that cloak repaired, but I need to use the bathroom real quick. Sorry.
Yeah, something like that would work, or maybe around the width of a dwarf, but definitely taller, like more of a dragonborn type height.
Yeah, he pulls out a nice-looking set of leather pants. Has a little dragon symbol on the left-hand side, where the waistband would be.
Mhm.
These are probably what you're looking for. Definitely looks like it would fit you here. Pretty nicely, pretty nice looking pair. Not shiny whatsoever. Very plain brown. But feeling the leather on the outside is very tough. On the inside, very soft. Almost
Ooh,
like a
I know
cotton
what.
on the inside, but a leather on the outside.
I have an idea. I have an idea.
What?
I started casting minor illusion in the shape of here, the size and the height of him. And then
Your
I
mind
say,
illusion is only 5 feet. Yes.
yeah, but just the bottom half.
So it's just the bottom half.
Bottom half. I was like, I got from the belly down. I was like, that's him. That's his dead body. There you go.
You see the anime once again. measurement? Yeah, this will fit.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds good. Is there any other
Be
options,
about
or is that
5 gold.
okay? Is that the only other option that you have in this size, or
Well, we have all different colors, tans.
The shiny one.
Shape.
The shiny one. Shiny one.
Do you have any? Thurin kind of looks at the shopkeeper. If we're shopping for Kahir and he's not here, we have to shop for a right thing. Do you have anything for a strong warrior of that size in terms of pants? Even magical? maybe?
Master Elf, I think, by your accent.
Yes.
Take out your sword.
Thurin looks at the sword and unsheaths it.
Try and cut it. He holds out the pants outstretched.
Mm-hmm.
Try and nick it or cut it as if someone was getting sliced in the leg with the sword.
So Thurin takes his sword and just drives the Brissinger into the piece of armor.
It like stretches like elastic, and then comes back to you.
Dang.
Wow.
Top
that's a
quality.
Wow, that's a new style.
If there is tears, if you have a wizard or someone who knows the cantrip or the spell, predestination or whatever it's called, I forget. I'm not a wizard. The elasticity in these pants will return back to normal in case they get teared by or burned by magic. But normal simple weapons won't pierce through, at least the pants.
okay?
That looks pretty
It
cool
does
for
leave a
him.
mark though from you,
Mhm.
Thorin, because your weapon is magical. It does leave a small mark on it, and he kind of rubs it.
Is it
Special
gone away?
sword, huh?
Yeah, it's passed down in my family, and I quickly just sheath it back up.
Well, since it's nicked and I wasn't expecting, I'll take a gold off. It'll be 9 gold.
Wait, you say 4? Wait, you say 5 gold before?
Or what did I say? Did I
5
say
gold.
5?
You said 5
So,
earlier.
Yeah, you'll take off a gold. It'll be 4.
I'll take it.
I'll take off a gold and raise it by 4.
I was like,
Do you guys have a?
Capitalism.
I look at Thorin and then I said, look at that guy. He just did math. 5 gold minus 1 gold equal 9 gold.
So, do you guys have a return policy?
A return policy in my homeland.
We're
Would
buying
you throw
this
it
for
away?
a friend, and we just in case it doesn't fit.
Oh, of course. How far away is your friend? Outside of town or in town? As long as
He's in
they're
town.
unworn, within maybe a few weeks, we'll take it back.
Sounds perfect. I will.
He unflips the inside of it, and on the inside it's inscribed Blues Pants.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll take it. I hand him
Sure.
over the 4 gold.
Yeah, he nicely folds it up, puts it in a little wooden box. Is it a gift?
It is.
He wraps it up in a ribbon made out of cloth and some type of silk. Very nice. Hands it back over to you.
Thank you.
What are you rolling for, Orpheus?
Oh, I was just typing on the I wonder what the Kahir still doing at home right now.
He's daydreaming of Lizette writing a note.
still checking it for a new one.
Staring at that spot.
Checking his
That
spelling,
spot.
crossing out a couple times. How do you spell
You're gonna walk in and he's gonna have like 12 different like crumpled up papers because he's misspelled words or he forgot something.
Oh my god.
No, not me. Damn it, not me. What I want to say.
Balance.
You want to say
You were
this?
looking for a cloak.
I was
There's
looking to
literally
get that one.
hundreds.
No. I was looking to see about it, having the one we found that was damaged.
Yep. Do you
repaired.
present it?
Yeah.
Okay. Again, it's very dark in color. Very close matching to your armor. Would be really nice if they can repair it for you. Would look like it would be the size of your stature.
Okay.
I'm assuming you hand it over.
Mhm.
Looks it over. Oh, damaged. We have nicer ones. You sure you want me to repair this?
If it were repaired, what would it be? Would it just be a simple cloak?
Although, I'm not too familiar with some of these fabrics. Where did this come from?
We found it in a deep cave far from here.
Yeah, this guy is definitely a gnome. He has a little monocle. He looks closer at the stitchings. All these stitchings are backwards and upside down. I don't understand. Oh, I could do my best. Here, hold on. Well, do you have the gold? I'll start working on it right now. It should only take a few minutes to stitch
How
up
much would it-
these.
How much would it cost to repair?
2 gold for repair.
Yeah, I can provide that.
And this cloth material, although I'm not too sure what it is, I could probably do better job of patching than what it actually had before. And the color. The color. Yeah, I can match the color.
Excellent.
Yeah,
I have the gold.
he begins working on it right away.
Sweet.
He looks up to the rest of you as he's working. Doesn't even look at what he's doing, but he looks expert as in like what he's doing with the needle and the sew, and brings it over to a machine and puts it through the machine. He's still watching you guys. Anything else I can help you with? Jahar, you wanted a cloak or something?
Yeah. What other options do you have for cloaks around here?
Wood elf or high elf? We have
Wood
some
elf.
nice greens over here, and he waves a hand, and all the there's like a almost like a wall that turns. The wall that turns has a whole set of green, all different shades. Literally just
Anything-
hooded cloaks.
Okay. Just
Some
plain
nicer
hooded
looking
cloaks.
than others. Some have like gold things for cape to attach. All different kinds. One in particular that
Yeah.
has a Sylvain Septor emblem on it.
Okay.
A very like dark green.
Okay. Is it a long cloak or a short cloak?
There's all different sizes. So if you
Okay.
want a long or a short one, it's up to you. Some that'll come to about like half your back. Some that'll drape all the way down. Some that actually have a cape already attached with a hood.
Okay. Yeah, I want like a mid cloak with a hood that's attached to it.
Do you want this one to keep you dry, or do you want this one just to conceal?
Swim danger. I'm sending you both something.
Okay.
For specifically what Stark is asking about. See if he's interested in it.
No, he doesn't have that.
I just have to figure out.
That would probably be something to ask for enchantment for. It'd probably be a lot cheaper than any other types of enchantments, though.
Okay.
But
I just-
usually those enchantments come from elves.
Got it.
This is definitely a dwarf.
I don't know where you posted
But
that,
again, there are some elven
I
cloths.
DM'd it to you.
The one that you saw. Right now.
Oh, this one.
Yeah, he doesn't have it, so move on.
Okay.
Well, let's find
Oh,
out.
doesn't matter.
No, you rolled a 1.
That's okay.
Fucking nope.
All right. But actually, I like the appearance of that cloak. So, do you have something that looks similar, even though it doesn't have all the properties of it? Like a kind of 2 different shades of green with like the hood, and it's like a mid tier cloak.
It's got this one in for Sylvain Septorm. Again, this is the same exact one he was, or you had noticed.
Mhm.
One side of the 2-button clasp for a hood, it has a hood Sylvain Septorum sigils on it, and looks exactly like that, the one
Okay.
that was PM to us. He speaks up and says, although not too sure where that one. I think we just got that one in. He takes it down, inspects it. Any of you familiar with magic?
A little bit.
A little.
Hands it over to you guys. Roll me Arcana checks on it.
$19.
Thorin, you're not too sure. Trahern, this is exactly the same cloak that you guys were looking for. Cloak of Elvenkind. He has no idea though.
Interesting. Okay. So I will yeah, these all seem like very fine cloaks. But
it is magically imbued. It is definitely the same cloak.
But he doesn't know that.
He has no clue.
Yeah, it's okay.
He has no magical ability.
But I noticed, like, I'm just looking for a cloak. I noticed that this one...
It's something with it, because he acts as magical.
Yeah.
So what do you think?
So I basically, I look at it, I hand it back to him, but I don't really show any expressions on my face. I don't know if you want me to roll to hide it or something, but...
No. You rolled a 4.
Alright, so, yeah, I was like, honestly, all these cloaks look great, but I did notice this cloak that you picked out has the sigil of my hometown. So I would actually like to buy this from you because it has sentimental value to me as well.
50 gold.
50?
50.
Is that the best you can do?
Well, it's definitely magical. I just don't know what types of magic on it. I'm going in a middle range.
Okay. Well, you've been very nice to us and very generous, so
Definitely worth more than 50 gold.
yeah, I'll buy it for you from 50 gold.
Okay, minus 50. You now have the cloak that was DM'd to us. Make sure you. So I'll add it in. Just remind me for next week. We're already past time here. So let me know if there's anything else. Wraith, he very quickly finishes.
Okay.
Hands it back to you. It is fully repaired. Looks brand new. Can't even tell where he did all the stitchings.
Excellent. I'm gonna
And
put it on.
you now have a dark-colored hooded full cloak.
Put it on. Hide my armor.
Yep. Fully hides full your armor. The only thing that you can see is maybe the shiny bits underneath the hood.
Is it dirty? Is it clean?
I mean, he just repaired it and took care of it. I would.
Yeah,
hope
he definitely he took a lint brush and was cleaning it, making sure it looked nice.
Let me patch the hole, but fuck you about cleaning it.
No, he definitely made it look nice. I'm assuming not a gift, and as you're putting it on, yeah, okay, not a gift.
No.
Don't need the box. Okay. What about you, Master Elf? Is this a gift? Would you like me to box it up? Or are you putting it on right now? Sure.
I'll just take it with me. It's okay.
Very well. Anything else I could do for you, fine gentlemen?
I looked to the sky and I was like, oh, it's late. Maybe we should head back?
Yeah, sounds good to me. Let's go see the big guy.
Yeah, we need to go find Kahir. I gotta give him pants.
Final scene. Kahir, what you doing?
Still writing.
At this point, he has laid down and is kind of surrounded by crumpled up notes, and he's just kind of staring up at the note Lizette had given him or sent him, and just kind of daydreaming and reminiscing while he's waiting for everybody to come back.
There you go.
Yeah.
So I guess at this point only what? Because he has a long rest, right? Short rest. Yeah. The rest of us
Here,
did.
very quickly, final scene. You hear a knocking on the window from the gnome guard.
Yeah.
He slightly
oh my
opens the
God.
window. No, he said he puts a hand up, slightly opens the window. Where are your friends? It's almost time.
They went to market. Should be back soon.
Oh, there's quite a mess. Do you mind?
No,
He's
me
waiting.
clean it up.
Well, it's part of my job. If I don't do my job, I don't get paid. Do you mind
Oh, then-
unlocking the door? He closed the
Okay.
window.
Oh,
Yeah,
clear,
the
I'll
gnome
let 'em
guard
in.
comes in, begins sweeping all the papers. Do you need any of this?
No, that was just me attempts. Thank you, though.
He cleans it up.
Well,
Very
that was
well.
kind of
Enjoy
it.
your
Thank
nap.
you.
Hopefully your friends are back soon. As the watch
Me
begins
too.
to ring. Ding, 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 ding. Uh-oh. Hopefully they come soon. The gnomes, the elder gnomes are ready for you guys.
Oh boy, late again.
And that's the end of today's session. Congratulations, everyone, on all your new items and things. I will work with each of you to add those in, for those of you that bought new stuff, or got new spells, or so on, this weekend. I do have vacation next week, so I'll be doing a lot more writing, getting some more scenarios in, but again, we're only about halfway through what I've already rendered for everyone in regards to maps and stuff. So just think about all the maps and stuff. We're only about halfway through what I've had. So I'll be doing a lot more on my vacation time. And next week we'll pick back up with you guys visiting the gnomes. I will, as I like to usually every week, give you guys a little glimpse or a preview. The Gnomish Citadel, where the elder gnomes are hanging out at. You guys see on the map?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
And this is where we'll pick back up next week, where you guys will go visit the Great Gnome Elders, and hopefully get some more information regarding the crystals, your overall objective, what's been going on, and all that good fun stuff.
The music.
Thanks, everyone.
Nice.
All right.
Enjoy the rest of your week, and we'll see you next week.